welcome to the live stream. I am your hostess, Jenna Moreci. If you are not familiar, I am a #1 Amazon bestselling author of romantasy books as well as writing craft books. My next romantasy book, The Savior's Army, comes out tomorrow, and we do have a special release day live stream going down tomorrow, so I hope you'll join us then. So go ahead and pre-order it. You still have time to pre-order it and get some extra special gifts, so do that. If you haven't checked, if you're not familiar with the series, check out the first 2 books in the series, The Savior's Champion and The Savior's Sister. They're available in Kindle Unlimited as well, so go ahead and read those pages. They've been really popular in Kindle Unlimited, so I'm very excited about that. Also, check out my writing craft books, How to Write Romantasy, as well as Shut Up and Write the Book. They're available at all major retailers. And I'm also a YouTuber here on this channel. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, ring that bell, and like the stream. It helps me out. And I'm going to go ahead and have Iona introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Iona, and this is Kachu. And I'm a dark fantasy author. You can check out my book Ashes on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and audiobook formats. And I also do some Twitch live streaming on Wednesdays. If you want to check out Creepy Corn Folklore there. Whoa, balloons.
Sorry. Responding to the comments.
That's awesome. And I also do crystal ball readings at creepycornfolklore.com, and you can check me out at Creepy Corn Folklore on all the socials to keep up with some stuff that I'm working on.
Yes, amazing. I would be giving you guys hearts, but Butters is licking my other hand, and we mustn't deprive her of the. I'm sorry. Yes, I said your name. And if you hear any snoring noises.
He rests soundly with his face smashed into a pillow.
Oh, I'm sorry, Butters. I moved my hand for 1 second.
Oh, that's so good. You got it early,
yes.
Bum. I want to get mine early. I'm like, how come people get blessed with this?
People are freaking out. They're like, oh no, I got it early. What do I do? And I'm like, just read it. Like, it's not
read the book.
Iona looks like spring
Thank
today.
you.
Adorable.
I think that the time change is a crime against humanity, but other than that, I'm happy that it's lighter for longer.
Oh wait, did the time change? Because it was 5:30 the other day, and Cliff was like, "Look, it's light out," and I was like, "Yeah." So was there a time change? Is that why? Okay.
And I am not okay. I am not okay. I'm not used to it.
See, this is why what was I gonna say? This is working from home. I am never aware of these things, so I'm just like,
it's okay. I love that that's the case, but like when my shift starts at 7:30 in the morning, I'm like dying now. Yeah. Like I'm like, because it's kind of like 6:30 in the morning now. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, please God help.
When I was a broker, you would need someone in at 6 a.m. because that's when the what's it called? The
things
market open.
Yeah.
On the West Coast.
On
the East Coast, you didn't have to be there until like 9 or something.
Yeah.
And so fortunately, I was not the 6 a.m. shift, but I was the backup 6 a.m. shifter. So if the 6 a.m. person couldn't be there, I had to be there. The only good thing about that is you're out at 2:30. So then
that is nice. Yeah. That is nice because that is the case where it can be for me, it's usually like 3:30, but
yeah.
Oh, right. Because 7:30 to 3:30. Duh.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? But yes. So
my copy of TSA should be here in time for the stream tomorrow. Yay!
Lucky. I can't
Shut up and read the book.
Shut up and read the book. I can't wait to take like Vogue shots with it, like
yes,
with the book.
I paid for a book tour, which is the very first time I've ever done it, and it's very, at least in my opinion, it's very affordable. It's less than $200.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is like, I'm not trying to throw around 200. I'm just saying that like, that was less than what I thought it was. Also,
there are 3 book tour companies that come highly recommended. And I went to one in particular. Okay. Sorry guys, you're going to hear the tippy tappies. Okay.
Okay.
So I went to one in particular that a lot of other writers in my genre recommended.
I'm going to guess it's good. But
I thought so too, but they never got back to me ever.
oh,
And then I went to their website to check to see what
yeah.
their policy is, and they're basically if you don't hear from us in 5 weeks, that means we're not going to work with you. And it's like you can't.
Why don't you just say like a
why don't
no?
why don't you just send
5 weeks is so long.
to
Like,
wait?
what about people who, because like I know for my debut, I was ridiculous and I did a 3 month kind of hype.
Mhm.
But no, lots of debut authors do it for just a month. I don't mean
Yeah.
to say just, that's a big deal, but like just a month beforehand. That's longer than a
Well,
month.
that's the thing that frustrated me is because if they were going to turn me down, I was going to get to another company, and a
Yeah.
lot of companies you need to schedule with them at least like 6 weeks in advance so they can
Yeah.
prepare everything. And
Yeah.
so I waited and waited and waited, didn't hear anything. I even wrote them again and said, "Can you just confirm if we're not going
Or,
to work together?"
yeah.
Nothing. So then I went to the next highest recommended company,
Mhm.
and they got back to me literally the same day.
Yeah.
And I looked at their stuff, and I was too late for a lot of what they had to offer because they
Right.
need like 6 weeks, and I only had like
Right.
4 weeks,
Right. Right.
But they still let me do this. I
Wow.
applied for the things that needed less time,
Yeah.
and they said, "No, we can still do these other things if you want to do it."
Wow. They
And
just did
so,
that for buffer, maybe.
yeah,
In
maybe.
case maybe you weren't as put together, didn't have as many of your like things ready to go
So
too.
now I'm like, I will always work with these people, it's just gone so well. And I just woke up today to so many posts from like different influencers about the Savior's Army.
Mhm.
And I will be making a video in the future about marketing I did for the Savior's Army and what I recommend and what I don't recommend.
Excellent.
But so far I do recommend this.
That's great.
But yeah, I don't want to name the company names just because like one of them I think fucking sucked. And that's and that, and I totally understand they can't work with everyone, but just send an email saying sorry, we're booked.
It's kind of like it's kind of odd.
Thank you so much, Renee. I really appreciate it.
I just can't wait to hold the beautiful, beautiful cover.
Thank you.
Don't you think?
Yeah, but the thing is like I would probably never hit them up again because I contacted them well in advance and they couldn't even just say we're booked.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not good business. And like I almost missed my opportunity to work with this company.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all
Okay.
that said,
Yeah, that's good.
it left a bad taste in my mouth. But yeah, let's see. It's an hour earlier here and it caught me so off guard. This makes me feel better because I've been trying to reset my sleep schedule so that I'm waking up a little bit earlier and a little bit earlier. And I realized recently that I've been sleeping in later and like when I try to do the little bit earlier, it doesn't work. So now I feel better like, oh, it wasn't me.
It's like, wow, I'm an hour and a half later than I meant to be. And it's like, no, actually,
right.
Half an hour early. Wait, whatever. Pretend that worked.
I'm sorry it's not shipping. If you
I want to do this one. Not shipping till tomorrow.
If you ordered from Amazon, it seems like they're all coming out early. And then if you ordered from like Barnes and Noble, they're coming out late and stuff.
I want to see when mine ships.
Iona, love the hair. No one's complimenting me and my beautiful Band-Aid.
I like your Band-Aid.
Oh, it looks so beautiful.
No, mine's not coming until the earliest is the 12th. What is that, a Thursday?
Did you get it from Amazon?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you're in Appalachia.
Maybe. Remember for one time I ordered something for Jenna so that it would get there too. Like this was like months ago. And or maybe even a year ago at this point. And I was like, that's great. And then Amazon kept being like, Bless you. It's like, if you order this right now, it'll come to your door in like 2 hours. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. And so I started ordering a bunch of stuff. I was like, this is amazing. And it's less money and it's going to come to my house in 2 hours. What is this? And it kept delivering to Jenna's. I was like, that's not my address. So then I was like, okay, make like that never was the primary address, but really hone in on this. And then a couple weeks went by and it happened again where it's like, oh my gosh, actually, like if you order this like right the fuck now, you'll get it like in 2 hours. I'm like, that's so cool. And I fell for it again. I was like, all right, at this point, I just had to delete your address because it kept wanting me to be in California. I'm like, me too, bro. But like stop filling up Jenna's house with shit.
It's cool. Now I have a book about what's it called? About crystals.
Yeah. By color.
Oh my goodness, I've gotten so many emails. I recently finished viewing your book and left you a 5-star review on Goodreads. I really enjoyed it. Your writing style and overall concept stood out to me. And it's easy to see why the book has already attracted a good number. I noticed you built. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh. I have so many things, guys.
Do you want to do a sprint?
No, it's okay. Okay. So guys, my book comes out tomorrow, and I had caffeine today because I thought that was a good idea, and I'm stupid. So now I'm like, I'm like just like very out of sorts. Okay, so anyone want to go through my email with me? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I heard. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm just going to flag these and I'll read them later. Oh my God. I'm just so sick of these spam emails. We're going to help people discover your book.
Mine, I recently got a whole influx about my podcast. And I was like, oh, odd that it's like something must be like data mining podcasts right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's another thing. People keep emailing me like, I think someone's impersonating you on TikTok in an email, which is like, but they're like, do something about it. Like, there's nothing I can do. I don't know what you want me to do. You can do something about it.
Like,
block
they can report
them.
it.
Report them.
Yeah.
But I don't own the internet, and I can't delete someone's email address.
This is your internet, and we're all just living in it.
Right. I was going to say something, and I can't remember what I was going to say. I'm just totally. Okay. I'll tell you in private chat.
Okay. Oh, okay, good. Because that's the thing, is it's the relativity of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're absolutely right, because I think that one was this or this. Oh, yeah.
So guys, I was just discussing with IONA because I may or may not be doing another traditional publishing deal, and I just got the information about it. I just gave the go ahead to my agent as well as the other person in her team. So I got it's a smaller one. It's a translation rights, but it's still very cool. And translation right deals, you get less money than, say, if I was just publishing a book through the US, it's gonna be a much smaller advance, but it's easier because literally you just send them your book and then they translate it for you and that's it. It's like you're making money to do nothing. So it's very cool. Yeah. That was great.
I just want to be dumb.
So what's a cozy mystery? Iona, take it away.
Take it away. Actually, Jenna taught me what it was. But what it is it's what it sounds like, where it's a mystery, but it doesn't pull at your stress or like the thriller side of things. It pulls from comfort and coziness of it. And so it can, if it includes death, which mine does, it's so funny because you actually have to make the death look like cute, like a little bit like oh, they were just asleep. Like it's not, you have to make it look good. But also a lot of them don't feature death. It might just have like there was one where like a cat solves a murder, or not a murder, oh my gosh, like a missing book or
Yes.
something. Like there's all sorts of other, I keep going to murder, I'm sorry. I keep going back to that.
Yeah, I've
But
read a cozy mystery series where it's like a bunch of missing antique statues, you know.
yeah, it's stuff like that. It's a very Nancy Drew feeling, if you've ever read those books. This is me not explaining cozy very well. But
Well,
it leans into that side of the genre, not the thriller or fast-paced side.
if it helps, I did do an interview on my channel about what cozy
Yes.
fantasy is, and it's the same deal. Cozy basically means local states. So it's not the end of the world, it's just the end of the town or the end of the flower shop. It's local stakes. So like in Iona's cozy mystery, the stakes are like a local murderer who done it, but in like a different mystery, it's like a much bigger deal, like a serial killer, you know,
like who keeps breaking into the flower shop, like that kind of thing, or whatever. Here's the cozy interview with that Jenna has with Casey Blair.
She's so nice.
She explains it really well. Both of them do. But I like, it was an excellent interview. But it was funny because actually what happened is I kept writing things, and Jenna's like, oh, that's a cozy. And I'm like, no, it's darkness and evil. And it's like, no, it's definitely like a cozy. Like everything you're doing is cute. And I'm like, God damn it. Soft. But it's been a lot of fun to write, and I've been editing it, and the editing has gone much smoother. So I think the first chapters are just always just tough. I think just tough.
When I first saw when I first saw your Band-Aid, I thought it was unblended contour. How dare you?
You have to say something if you see something.
Right. So actually what it is I have a zit and I put one of those zit patches on it, but it's like the clear kind, so you can see all the gunk accumulating in it, and I didn't want, and I really need,
satisfying to wear, by the way.
Yes, and I really need it because it's like it's at that stage where I can tell like it's ready to but I don't want to disgust you guys by having this little patch of like blood and gunk here, so I put a because I'm kind. The Band-Aid contour is giving. Yeah, you know, I'm 39 and I still get acne. Like, what kind of shit is this?
It's annoying.
I ordered from Barnes & Noble. That's the thing. It's funny because this is not me being pro Amazon. Listen, I'm not pro billionaire. However, all the people I know who are waiting forever to get their book, it's because they didn't order it from Amazon. And I know a lot of people boycott Amazon, and I totally get that. But when it comes to books and authors, Amazon is probably one of the best places. This is not to shade you, Standard Feed. I'm just saying in general, because I know a lot of people who purposely got it from somewhere other than Amazon, and then now they're upset because they're like, they're not going to get their book until like May or something. And I'm like, Amazon, unfortunately, is one of the best places to help authors, unless you're buying direct from the author. That's always going to be the best. But Amazon, if I'm always telling people, like, it's totally fine to boycott Amazon, but if you want to support authors, that would be like my way of saying, like, that's the one exception. Maybe that's where you can help authors there. You're a model, Jenna. Thank you very much.
It literally is.
Not anymore. Amazon and books a million for me. Iona, this would be so much easier if you were in California. Amazon. Well,
if you
also
just right here, you'd get it in 2 hours. Too bad you live nowhere.
Yeah, like, also because I live in the Bay Area, so sorry, I thought I saw a critter, but I did not. There are so many, like I order my groceries from Amazon, so I'm used to getting things the next day. I just ordered a stool because my stool for my vanity broke, so I just ordered it and it's coming today. So maybe that's what I'll do while you guys are sprinting, is I'll put the stool together. TikTok won't remove the fake Jenna account, but we're having wild conversations. Amazing.
I always wanted to, well, not always wanted. I always had this thought about a thriller where it's like someone's trying to like catfish someone and then they get catfished back, kind of like this. Like it's a setup like this where someone's like a scammer, but then then they start falling in love with like a Casey, basically. Like it would be like them having that conversation, but then like the opposite happens. So.
Yeah. Yes, it was a very good interview. It was awesome. She was great. When I hear cozy, I think low stress, low stakes, not an official. Yeah, that's because it
It's
it
because it's the character stakes or the town stake, like you
yes,
said,
it's
localized stakes,
it,
not.
it's low stakes in the sense that like it feels high stakes to the character, just like in a romance it feels high stakes to the characters because falling in love, like they're going to get their heart broken. But in the realm of fiction, it's low stakes because
Yes.
falling in love and getting your heart broken is nothing compared to the end of the world. So it's low stakes in the sense that they're local stakes. You know, like what's going to happen to my flower shop? That idea. Let's see. Okay, guys, I'm all caught up. All right. Man, my brain is Butters. She wants to play. My brain is just all mashed potatoes. I just feel like there's so much going on. I've got artwork that I'm trying to, it was supposed to be done over a month ago to help promote the release of the Savior's Army, but oh well. I got artwork that we're trying to work out with an artist. I've got all these posts popping up on Instagram for the Savior's Army, which is really cool. Info, guys, I have a giveaway releasing tomorrow on Instagram. Someone right here, there we go, might be involved in it. So if you want the possibility of getting 10 free books, check it out. There's just so much going on, and I'm like way ahead of the game. Like I normally I'm like still scrambling to get stuff done, but right now this is the shortest my to-do list has ever been for a week. And
also some of it you're kind of just like waiting on other people, sort of, or like waiting for the not you're even waiting, but it's like, all right, listen, like the ship has sailed, dude. Like,
well, like the art, I don't even count that as a to-do list because it's like the ship has sailed, so it's like whatever, you know. But like right now, the main thing on my to-do list is working on the rom-com. So like I'm way ahead of the curve. Yeah. But I'm just sort of like it's because I had caffeine today, so everything feels overwhelming. What, Butters?
I'm interested in everything all of the time. Is that like where the caffeine level is at?
Right. I shouldn't have had caffeine, but I thought since I wasn't sleeping well, I had a nightmare last night that I swear lasted the whole fucking night, and it just never ended. And then Cliff woke me up because he thought Butters pooped. And then he felt really bad. He's like, I shouldn't have woken you up. He thought she had a dingle, but she didn't have a dingle. And he's like, I shouldn't have woken you up. I was like, Cliff, you saved me. You saved me from a nightmare. Thank you.
It's like her fluff butt and his dingle accusations saved you from a nightmare.
The nightmare was that I was back in college and I only needed one class left to graduate, and I needed to write 3 papers due the very next day, and one of them had to be a 25-page paper about a famous woman in history, and then the 2 smaller papers. And I swear to God, I was dreaming about that all night. And the long paper, I was like, okay, well, I've already back in college, I already did a report on Nellie Bly, so I'll just find that report and then extend it to 25 pages and submit that. And so like I'm finding the report, and then it's just like things kept getting in the way. Like I'm like sitting, I'm trying to like type on my laptop, but my fingers aren't working. You know, that dream stuff where like so I moved to a different computer, and then the keyboard keeps getting stuck, and I'm just trying to make it work. And then all of a sudden I'm at my parents' old job, like they run a company, and I'm there, and all of a sudden my parents are being like super homophobic, and I'm getting into huge fights with them, and then you know it's like all this shit, and it was just like super. I'll tell you privately, even though this isn't true, I could just see someone taking this out of context. And
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like fighting with them, but then I still have these papers to write, and like the clock keeps ticking, and I'm like, I gotta release these papers so that I can pass this class, and it was just too much. And then Cliff saved me by waking me up. Butters,
This is mine last night.
my knight in shining dingleberry armor. Exactly. Oh no.
I don't know what that, I don't know. It was just like a wham of it. Like, then it was an hour early. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yes. Yeah, I apparently the dreams where you're about to, where you can't graduate or you're like about to, fail a class. I looked it up, and apparently it means that you are not giving yourself credit.
Well.
Hi, everyone.
I feel like maybe that's a little on the nose there.
Right.
But whatever. I'm going to look up when mine, usually mine means that someone's pregnant. I'm like, oh God.
Not me. Okay,
no, it better not be me. Well, also something weird is happening. Well, not with pregnancy, but
I bet Jenna would be a great teacher. I would rather die.
you are good at teaching.
Oh no.
Like, why? Well, I know why, but great.
Oh,
love that.
We love it.
We love it.
Yes, that was me in my dream. It was just like shit kept happening. I'm like, guys, I'm just trying to submit this paper, and it shouldn't be so hard because I've already done a report on this woman. Nellie Bly was so cool. Like, I did a report on her, and she's one of those where it's like, sometimes you do like reports in school and it's like not interesting, but she was very interesting.
That is very interesting.
She my favorite factoid about, so for reference, she was like the world's first female reporter. And or like, I don't know if the world's first, but you know what I mean, like in that time. And my favorite factoid about her is that, if she was going to do a reporting thing and she had to travel, she would hide her materials in her underwear, so that like if she was,
I love that.
Yeah, if she was like for example, she had a suitcase and there's underwear in it, she would hide her materials in there, so that if people had to like search her stuff, they would get to the underwear and she'd be like,
they wouldn't touch the unmentionable.
Right. And she'd be like, excuse me, I'm a lady, don't touch my underwear, and they wouldn't search in there.
I love that.
Yeah. Anywho, but she's the one who pretended to be insane to be admitted into an asylum, and she stayed there for a long time just so she could write about the conditions.
Yep. And, huge whistleblower.
Yeah,
huge.
And she came out, and everyone was so.
I think she got photos in there too. Like, she's like, but I can't remember.
Yeah, but yeah, she was the whistleblower for the horrible conditions of the asylum, and she was like famous in the asylum while she was there because she was so pretty, and everyone's like, wow, look at her eyes, she's so beautiful, blah blah blah. But she like but yeah, she's the one who blew the whistle about how horrible the conditions are in the asylum. She basically pretended to be, nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, so that she could go in there and help all these people. So, but yeah, I just love the fact that she hid her journalism stuff in her underwear.
Yeah, it says going undercover as a mentally ill patient in Blackwell's Island Asylum in 1887 to expose its horrific condition, and her expose in the New York World sparked public outrage.
She was an icon, and she is the moment.
She is really pretty. She also has bangs. Just want to point that out.
Yes.
Really? Same lady. Man, she did a lot. She did a lot
She
of
was
things.
just fucking cool.
Trailblazing. Yeah.
She was fucking cool.
There was an episode of the 80s Lone Ranger cartoon where he met Nellie Bly. That's awesome. Did you know that the Lone Ranger is based off of Bass Reeves? I think it's about, hold on.
Isn't it a black cowboy?
Yes. He coolest person I've ever heard of in my life. He was the first black marshal of like the east or the west of the Mississippi. I don't remember. And he learned like tribal language. I forget what tribe. So, and he would help solve murders. His murder solve rate was like in the 90 something percentile because people would talk to a black guy. He also freed himself by what happened is, I forget what happened, but he like hit his, because he was a slave, he hit his master, stole a horse, and ran away with the horse into the woods. And the reason they call Silver, like hi-ho Silver away, is because as he would walk around, he would give silver coins to people like that were impoverished, and he would like any silver that he had. So that's why I don't know the name of his horse. I don't think anyone does, because I think it was like lost to time, but he was incredible. So he's like a horseman and a marshal, and his son actually like killed someone. And he was like, I will arrest him, because he knew that if any of the white folks arrested him, he'd die. But he also knew that he had to bring his son to justice, and he couldn't like murder someone. And so he even had to arrest his own son. He's just like an incredibly like moral person. But anyway, so the Lone Ranger, the fact that like the Lone Ranger got to meet Nellie Bly is like such a cool crossover.
Love it.
So, the end.
And then fucking a cannibal plays him in the movie. Isn't that great?
Oh no! Hold on. Is there a Bass Reeves movie?
There's a Lone Ranger movie.
Oh.
With Johnny Depp and the cannibal guy. What's his name?
Oh, it's from 2013. Damn. Oh.
There was so much controversy around it because Johnny Depp is playing a Native American person, but also Armie Hammer was playing the Lone Ranger, and it was supposed to be his big breakout, but then it bombed. But it's like,
that's so interesting, because I loved watching the Lone Ranger, like the black and white. Oh my gosh, the Western version of it, but that's all I've seen. Like I haven't seen the cartoon or anything, like what they're talking about, and I didn't see the movie either. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
It was a legendary bomb at the box office. Interesting.
And it's just kind of shitty that someone so horrible is playing him.
Yeah.
Because, Armie Hammer, famous cannibal.
Really? I'm gonna...
Did you not hear about this?
I don't really know who Armie Hammer is right
Oh my God. You're better off.
Yeah, so you're like...
It's not Arnie, it's Army.
Army.
Sarah. Sorry.
Oh.
He's also a rapist.
Yeah, he definitely is. Oh, and branding. Oh, that's not good. Who even is? I've never even heard of this person. Well, I've heard the name, but like, hold on.
He's been in lots of stuff.
I've never even seen him before. Oh, he was in Call Me by Your Name. Ugh. Whoa, he's just one of
I thought you really loved The Social Network or whatever it's called.
I do really like The Social Network.
He was in it. He was one of the main characters. He played the twins.
Oh, the Winklevoss twins or whatever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. The Hammer movie is The Social Network.
That was like his big break.
Dun, 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 dun. I know, liked it for 9 Inch Nails, man. He was one of the Winklevi. The Winklevi.
No, he was both of them.
What? I think there's like a whole... I think my head does not want him in there. Because it's like actively like rejecting him.
He played both of them. He was the twin.
He was the twins. Wow.
Yeah, he's still in stuff though. And what's her name? Like Dakota Johnson is always like defending him because she wants to
Ew.
be on the wrong side of history, and he's still in stuff, and he has a podcast now, and
I mean,
he's canceled, but
red flag.
not
Red
as canceled as he should be. Basically, he should
like
be
if
like
only.
yeah, but apparently this is just a new thing that Cliff was looking. We were searching stuff online, but you know how like the whole Epstein files, there's cannibalism in them.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true. Okay, I don't know if this is true, guys. This is just what Instagram said, and we all know Instagram's always true. Apparently, the Epstein files said the biggest cannibal in all of Hollywood is Ellen DeGeneres.
I mean, listen. That's fine. The only one that anytime anyone ever tells me anything about Hollywood, I'm like, I could see it.
Right.
But yeah, what cancel person doesn't have a podcast? That's what I'm saying. That's it. That kid said it much more succinctly.
Yeah.
But the only person that I've been like, I don't know, I have to look into that, was whenever we were talking about Mariska Hargitay. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I still need like proof.
I see stuff about her all the time of defending sexual assaulters.
That isn't not okay. I'll be so devastated. I'll believe it, but that's one where I'm like, I need to see it with my own two eyes before I like. But not because I'm like her number one fan either. It just kind of feels so like opposite.
I don't know. I tend not to trust Nepo babies, so.
Oh, she is a Nepo baby, isn't she? Because the mom was something and the dad was like a lifter or something.
Her mom was one of the biggest movie stars ever. She's a huge icon.
Oh. Man, I know jack shit about things. That's what
let's see. Hi, I'm new here. Is this a podcast / sprint? When does the sprint happen? The sprint happens whenever I decide so. It'll probably happen after I finish playing fetch with my dog. Mm-hmm. Come here, better show them your ball. See, there's my doggy. So we're playing fetch.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just answering questions and shooting shit. Probably it's all good. How we doing, game? I was gonna say the same thing. Like I said, it could be totally bullshit, but I've just a lot of people are sort of whistleblowing online, and this one person was like, "Hey, this guy essayed me, and she is constantly trying to help silence me and supporting him." And
gross.
So I don't know if it's true, but
yeah,
I'm always on the side of I'd
take people seriously all the time. Like,
I'd rather believe the victim and be proven wrong versus support the perpetrator and be proven wrong.
Yeah.
Yep. But anywho, he's 2 apples tall. Are you talking about my doggy? She's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's a princess. Don't you dare misgender her. It's okay. Everyone does that because all dogs are boys in most people's eyes. Hi, puppies. See, her name is hi, Butters. Her name's Buttercup from The Princess Bride because she is a princess. And there she goes. As a career cook, the culinary activities look so suspect. I would hope so. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say something and now I can't remember what it was. It was more tea.
About Hollywood stuff or
yes. It's all good. I was probably saying him in regard to Armie Hammer. But no, she's a she. I'm just fucking.
No, I just saw like a little, and I'm like, dude, that like it was like I just saw one paragraph about him, and I'm like, that's really really bad because that reminds me of is it Nexus or something? The Nexus cult where they like human trafficked and like branded the women and stuff. They're like, it's because you're empowered, and it's like, this is
And
a brand that means this, and then it was their initials and shit. Like, he
and
did
lots
that
of
to
people
women
have like
too.
said online, like, hey, he SA'd me and continues to harass me online and da 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 da. And then, you know, all the basically his ex-girlfriend leaked the text messages where he's talking about how he wants to eat her and all that shit. But man, I see all this shit online. I don't trust anyone famous. Oh, that reminds me, you know, okay, guys, this is no, well, no, there's only 43 people here. It's fine. So everyone knows I love Heated Rivalry, huge fan, and I really enjoy Hudson and Connor. I think they are adorable. But I saw recently that Hudson accepted a deal to be the new face of Balenciaga, and I was like, well, we lost another one.
I mean, did they not see the photo? Like, I get so grossed out. You know, with
What
stuff
I
like
don't
that.
understand is at this point, like, no, this is no shade. I mean, I'm not into celebrity culture either. I only know this shit because of Instagram. Like, I'm not like a big fan of any celebrities or anything like that. But you're like super not into it, and even you know about Balenciaga. You know?
I certainly do. No, I'm very like, I think it's just because I don't know why. Because then I'll randomly know about some YouTuber expose. Yeah. I'll know about that, but I will not keep up with, like, it's just hard for some reason for me to hold that in my brain.
Yeah. So I was like, well, we lost another one, you know.
And who is this that's partnering with them again?
Hudson Shane from Heated Rivalry. Womp womp. I don't keep up with celeb drama a lot. Just know that Timothée Chalamet Ding Dong caught a lot of flack for talking shit. Oh yeah, did you see that? I think I sent you some stuff about that.
You sent it to me, and that's how I learned about it.
What I love is he is one where right from the get-go, I'm like, this kid is a little punk ass bitch, and everyone's like, oh my god, he's so cute.
He's not
artsy. It's like,
I don't even think he's pretty.
No, he's not.
And you know how much I like androgynous people, and I don't even think he's attractive.
I don't think he looks androgynous at all. He's just,
okay.
Yeah. He looks like a withering Victorian boy, you know.
He does.
But all that said is, from the get-go, I'm like, this is a little punk-ass bitch, but everyone's like, oh, he's so artsy-fartsy because he's skinny. It's like, no, he's not artsy-fartsy just because he's skinny. He's skinny because he's probably anemic, you know? And then he starts dating Kylie Jenner, and it's like, I'm sitting here going, hello, because I'm sorry, who we associate ourselves with says a lot about who we are as people. It
certainly does. I just said that today to my husband about something else, but I was like, man, the people you keep company with really does show a lot, huh?
Yeah.
And that's, you want to see them together in public, where she would be like grabbing his face and like kissing him and leaning into him, and he'd just be sitting there like,
yeah. And it's like, it says a lot, you know, and now people are blaming her for him being douchey. And it's like, he's been this way. He chose her for a reason, because he is already that guy, you know? And so now this thing's, I don't appreciate, like, I don't like the opera or ballet or something. And it's just like, I really hope he doesn't get the Oscar. But I'm just kind of like, this is another one of those autistic moments where it's like, from the jump, I'm like, this kid's a douche. And everyone's like, no.
He also was in Call Me By Your Name.
Yes.
Red flag.
And he was in a, what's it called, movie? Who's the rapist director who married his own daughter?
Oh, Woody Allen.
Yes, he was in a Woody Allen movie, and everyone
was like...
Becky
said that too.
Yeah, and everyone was like, why'd you do that? And he had to go and apologize about being in it and said he's not going to promote it. And what he said is like, he basically said, I just did it because that's what all good actors do, is they all at some point are in a Woody Allen movie. But I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of XYZ. And I was kind of like, everyone's aware, bitch. Everyone's aware.
There's a joke, like, you can say the word Woody Allen, they're like, ah! Ew.
Yeah, so he was in the movie, and he basically just was like, I didn't know, I did it because everyone does it. And I was like, I didn't think that was a worthwhile apology. But all that said is, he's been given douche vibes from the jump, and now everyone's just starting to realize it. And I'm like, hello, the autistics knew. Anyway. Oh, stopping by to kill some time before my stream starts. Hello, Amanda
Hi.
Roland. Welcome. I hope your stream goes well. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, in my opinion, looked like he was sitting there like, oh shit, I don't want to be associated with this. Like to me, he looked like he looked like he was just like slowly going like.
It reminds me of the Chris Pine when Harry Styles was like, to me, it feels like a movie, like
Yeah.
a real, like it's
Pine's
a real
like,
movie. It's a cinema. It's a movie. And he's like, he just like left his body during those interviews.
Let's see. Low-key, he felt like the performative male stereotype. Yeah, everyone just, people are so dumb. It's like, oh, he's skinny. That must mean that he's It's like, okay, sure. Yeah, that's what it means. God. I love that meme floating around where they show like this old like Renaissance shoe and they go, this shoe is Timothy Chalamet. And it's like, yes, because it's just like wiry and stupid. But anywho. Yeah. Well, the thing is that he's not even good looking. But that's the thing about allosexuals is it's like,
I feel like you can market to them or something.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's the thing is it's like with allosexuals, how many not handsome people have suddenly become hot because they were in one successful thing? A perfect example is the guy who dated Sabrina Carpenter. He is objectively ugly. He has been, he will always be. And everyone, and then he did Saltburn, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, he's so hot. And it's like, what? And then he dated Sabrina Carpenter, and everyone's like, oh, she's so lucky. And then he cheated on her, and now everyone's like, ew, he's so ugly. When did he get so ugly? And it's like, he looks the same.
I hope we all reflect on ourselves.
And it's like now all of a sudden people are saying Ryan Reynolds isn't even that good looking. It's like, he's always looked this way. Guys, you were blinded by success, okay? You were blinded by popularity. And that's another thing is Henry Cavill, I get it. He's muscular and shit, but he's been balding for how long? He doesn't look good. No offense to bald people. I'm just saying people talk like he's the hottest man.
There are tons of hot baldies out there.
Yes, but people put him on the pinnacle, and it's like, but he's not. He's not, and he's a fucking misogynist. Okay. Thanks. Super nervous since I haven't streamed. You can do it. Look at me. I'm fucking got a Band-Aid on my face. I'm sitting on the floor with my dog. Look at her. Isn't she cute?
I love it.
Yes. It's fine. Don't worry. Celebrity red flag since 1995. Exactly. It's like, guys, we got to learn to trust our intuition, okay? Skinny orphan vibes. Yes, exactly. He's like a little Victorian ghost. He's like that Victorian guy who has the black lung. He's like, Mama, I fear I will not last to the winter. Yes. Let's see. Okay. All right. We're all caught up. LOL, my husband. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that people make out that Henry Cavill is physically perfect. And it's like, his hairline is afraid of his own misogyny. Okay. Like, let's be real here. He's not holding up. But okay. Last one. Okay. All right, guys, when Butters catches this ball, we all have to say, good job, you won the game, okay? Because those are the rules. Good job, Butters, you won the game!
Butters!
You won the game! Good girl!
Fetch.
That's how she knows that fetch is over, but for a positive reason. Show everyone your smile. Exactly. Come on. Come here, show everyone your smile. Go, Butters, fetch queen. Okay, let's see if we can. Let's see. Can you get? Oh no, she's not smiling. Bubbles. Hi, Bubbles. Look at the smile.
Actively ignoring. There we go.
Her fetch winning streak remains unbroken. Yeah, dude, there was someone in Cyborg Central who was like vehemently, a woman, of course, vehemently defending the fact that he basically said that the Me Too movement makes it impossible for him to pursue women.
We're telling on ourselves.
Yeah.
We're telling on ourselves.
Yeah. And And it was so. She's like, we all knew what he meant. And we're like, yeah, that's the problem. We know what he meant. He means that he's rapey. Yeah.
Because if so, like that's undefeated. It's kind of Alora Dodd said, like, if you tell someone that they're really coming down hard on murderers, and someone says that's not fair, they might think I'm a murderer, then you just learned something about your friend. And it's the same way with during the Me Too movement. Like, it's the same thing when people come forward and they're like, you're not allowed to flirt anymore, and it's like, no one said that. Right. So
here's the thing: is all the guys I know who aren't rapey had no problem with the Me Too movement.
Nope, they certainly didn't.
I know lots of men who had no problem with it.
I mean, they were concerned with the state of the world, right? But they weren't concerned about, like,
what do I do?
What am I supposed to do? Is not even talk to women. It's like, well, you can if you're not weird about it, but I guess not. Now that you said that thing.
The same thing. Okay, here's it. Okay, first of all, I have not heard about him being a creep. So if you have the tea, please spill it. I always love to hear. But I know, but Pedro Pascal is another one where he's a great actor, but I did not understand.
Oh no.
What
there must have been something with him. I don't know.
I'm just saying that Pedro Pascal, the love and obsession for him is not one that I've ever understood, because to me he looks like a regular guy. He's just a regular guy who has a slight accent sometimes. And it's like you play one hot character and suddenly that's all it takes. I have not heard the tea about him being a creep, so feel free to share it.
Oh, I think I did. Well, if it's this thing where during press tours and stuff, he was extra touchy, especially with one of the ladies, and he said he had anxiety, and that's like she.
Oh yeah, I thought that the woman came forward and was
the woman was like, "We're besties, so it's fine."
And now he's. I mean, like, well, we always knew, but for some reason, straight women didn't know, but he's queer. And so I don't think that counts, but because the women came forward.
Yeah, he's extremely pro-trans rights, especially with his sister looks. I don't think there's something said about becoming trans over time. Let's get to know them versus a model on a magazine or something. She if it's that, I heard it. And she was like, no, this is fine. And also there are a bunch of theater kids, if you really think about it. And theater kids are very touchy and weird in the best way. So
yeah, and I felt like that, to me, that wasn't weird because the women were like totally fine with it. But also, and I mean, it's possible he's bi. He could be bi or gay, you know.
But he was getting a bunch of hate from right-wing content creators during Fantastic Four. Okay. Well, maybe they're starting to pick up on his queer vibes, and they were like, I don't like him.
Maybe.
And it's like, okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, but all that said is I'm not in the group that thinks he's super hot, and but I'm also not allosexual. So I'm just kind of like, okay, just another guy who's getting blown up and like all this praise for existing. What do I know? I think Chris Pratt is hot. At least you are self-aware enough to know that is a super terrible take. At least you are self-aware enough to know that this is a bad take. Really bad. Not only is Chris Pratt ugly, but he's a terrible person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I could see that too.
Yeah, so it's like I don't get it because I'm like,
oh, that makes sense about maybe Maybe that's why. Because it's like a little bit of like, that makes me wonder about that. No.
I don't think it's that.
Okay. I don't understand. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, we're talking.
I know.
But yeah.
Oh,
God.
I think that's funny.
Anywho, so all that said, I don't think he's ugly. I just think he looks like an octogenarian, and that's the problem. Like a handsome octogenarian. Okay.
Hold on. Oh my gosh, that's a great word. I had no idea what that meant.
Oh, it just means like
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I want to.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Oh God. The silent T is underway. There are some things that we don't say out loud because you never know. There's some very strange takes in the comments right now, so I'm just gonna.
We're having a tea party. If we were ever to have a podcast of the Narrow Spice Girls, then we could have we could call it the tea party, or have like a section of it called the tea party.
Yes, I'm checking my
talk about tea stuff.
I'm checking my zit. Come on, flatten, bitch! It's always on this fucking cheekbone, and I don't even sleep.
I still have yet to have more than one day of clear skin at the stupid hospital. Like, you can even see this. Like, I would like my skin to be okay. I really would.
I'm sorry. Hospital skin is the worst.
It's gotten better, I'll say, but man, oh man.
Took me way too long to learn that silence is golden. Yes. I think there are some in the comments who could learn from that. Love that this hypothetical podcast is still going years in. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, bad skin is also a PCOS.
Okay. I should have realized that. Maybe we'll just always look young then. Doesn't PCOS help you look young? No, Ehlers-Danlos does.
Yeah.
Although I don't lately. Sorry, go ahead.
No. You continue.
I was just gonna say, lately I've just been feeling like I'm looking old, but also I don't know, not old, but like old. Like, also a bunch of people guessed my age at work, which I did not invite that happening. I don't know why we were doing that, and they all guessed 10 years older than I am, which is totally like fine, but also like the age is fine. But I'm also kind of like, well, is it because I'm really mature and good at my job? Because it's like, I don't know, kind of like I don't know. I don't mind looking my age or older than my age, but it just kind of was like, well, not sure why us all in a clump of adults are guessing this.
Yeah, that's very strange, and like almost makes me feel like
you know what? I think they were bullying me.
I'm just about to say that.
Yeah, never mind. This was the week they were bullying me. I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they brought it up unprompted, that sounds like they were trying to be bitchy.
They did. They did bring it up unprompted, and it was in a group of nurses, like when they were supposed to be giving a presentation, and then they like all like were like, guess Iona's age, and I was like, why? And I was like, okay, yeah. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm like tired today, or like maybe like they think I'm really good at my job, and I like how it's just now that I'm like, wait a minute, who are you? Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of when my sister had her bridal shower and all of my aunts clumped together and slut shamed me because my dress was too short. It was like mid-thigh,
It's
but
because you have long ass legs. What are they talking?
yeah.
Mid-thigh. Woo-wee.
And
What a harlot.
and they were like saying, you better not bend over or else everyone's going to see everything. And they're like, oh, maybe that's what she wants. And okay, all my aunts are fat. And I'm not fat phobic, guys, but they were like, they always had a problem with my aunts. It's like that. It's the MAGA thought process of where women see, these conservative women see younger women and girls as competition. It's like, I don't want to steal my uncles away from you, you know? So basically once I became a teenager, they started treating me like competition, and I'm not
weird behavior. And
I'm just explaining, I'm not fat phobic, but when someone is slut shaming me and being horrible to me and I don't have respect
fair game, guys.
I go for what I know what their
insecurities are.
Yeah. Exactly. So they were giving me shit because of what I was wearing. And so I just said, and this was when I was thinner than I am now. I'm still trim, but this was back then. I was very skinny. And so they were like giving me shit. And I just said, oh, well, you know how it is when you're 5'9" and a size 4, sometimes the dresses just come shorter.
It's like,
and
you wouldn't.
and I walked away, and then I went in the other room and cried to my mom.
Oh yeah.
But I just said, oh, you know how it is when you're 5'9" and a size 4. And then
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
And I've never spoken to them again. That was over a decade ago. I've never spoken to them again because I don't put up with that. It just the minute I turned 16, they started treating me like I was competition.
That's really strange because anyone who sees a child as competition consorts with very strange people.
Exactly.
I would never. I can't even like. And also, when you see a 16-year-old, you like they look like a kid because they're a kid.
And to be clear, I wasn't 16 at this point. I was like 25, but still far too young to be competition for my elderly aunts, you know? And you know, they're giving me shit because I will show you the picture of the dress. Maybe it was a little shorter than mid-thigh, but the point is it wasn't slutty.
You could be wearing a mini skirt and that's still okay to wear to like a bridal shower. I think that's fine.
Yeah, but I was just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me with this shit. But yeah, and he was like, well, you know how it is when you're 5'9" and a size 4 because they'll never know how it is. And it's like, again, like I said, I love all body types, but I just went for what I knew their insecurities were.
Thomas is saying what we're all thinking.
Yeah, I hate to think what that says about what they know about I mean, these same uncles came up to me when I got tall and told me to stop wearing heels because I would intimidate men. Oh. And I'm like, and I just kind of looked at them and was like, you mean I intimidate you? It's like, come on. But anyway, so Jenna, did you make some kind of layout for your romance? What?
Plot or?
Elaborate, because I don't know what you're talking about. So relatable, realizing we're getting, oh yeah, that reminds me of this girl I went to high school with who was bullying me on Facebook. And I didn't realize it until literally 6 years later. And I was like, oh.
Wait a minute.
He was bullying me.
The cool part though is it looks like we're unbothered though. Because we are at the time.
Okay, I found the picture.
Okay.
This is the dress. And it is mid-thigh. Because I have long legs. Okay, I'm sending it in Cyborg Central.
Okay. I'm excited.
And if you don't know which one I am, I'm the tall one.
That's not even... Okay, that's fine. It's not. It's like a regular schmegular dress. I mean, it's very pretty.
Yeah.
But you know what I think is the controversy?
What?
You wearing white to a bridal shower.
It's not white.
No, I know it's not.
It's beige.
I'm just wow. That's what they all say. I'm
No,
just kidding.
but it is.
No, I'm just kidding because you can tell like she's the bride. You can tell she's the bride and that's her maid of honor. You know. Oh wait, no,
What?
you're the maid of honor.
I'm the maid. I'm like, what?
Wow,
are you
you're really
talking about?
stealing the show, Jenna. I see.
I'm the maid of honor.
I see
No,
what you're
the dress is
I'm kidding.
There's
No,
a
that's
filter on it that makes it look white, but the dress was beige.
No, I totally believe you. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with anything anyone is wearing.
Yes.
Also, her dress is like a similar length. It's only
a
tiny bit longer, like not by much though.
It's just that she's 5'1". So.
Yeah, so it looks different. It's kind of like whenever there will be two people wearing the same clothes, and they're totally fine, it's totally work appropriate, but one has like huge boobs, and then they get sent home, and it's like, why are you looking at her boobs, man?
Someone commented, "Oh shit, you really were darker." Yeah, okay, you should see me as a child. Hold on, let me find.
Oh my gosh, wait till you see brown, Jenna.
If I can find it. I think. Hold on. The neurodivergent experience of looking back on a weird situation. Yeah. Let me find an old birthday post because I usually post a picture of me as a kiddo. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I think I found it. Here we go. I was so cute, even with my unibrow.
Oh my gosh. Adorable. Again, rocking bangs.
I had bangs for eons. Oh, hold on a second. Wear more heels forever. That's basically what I did. I'm one of those people where if you tell me not to do something, I'm just going to go to do the opposite. So, like, my mom would give me shit for having no boobs and be like, don't wear that shirt, it emphasizes your small boobs. So I would just wear tons of shirts that emphasize that I had a flat chest. And then guys would be like, oh, guys would be like, oh, don't wear heels, it intimidates men, because I'm already 5'9", so in heels I'm like 6'1". So I literally would wear heels every single day. I'm like, fuck you. A writing layout for your romance novel. You know that all my books are romance novels, right? That's all I write.
Maybe she would benefit from like how to write romantasy or
yes. Yeah, read. It sounds like How to Write Romantic.
Oh, yep, Becky's right. Yeah.
So it's called Cyborg Central. It's my Patreon Discord server. So for $1 a month, you can join. Google that shit. Yes, guys, Google. Yes, Cyborg Central. I came out whiter with a black mom. It's funny because my mom is blonde with green eyes, okay? And every time she would go anywhere with me and my sister, they would ask her, like, oh, you're the nanny. Like, who are you babysitting for? And she would just get so pissed because we look nothing like her and we look exactly like my dad. And my dad looks like this, except he has black hair. But yeah, it's funny because look how cute and Puerto Rican looking I was. And now I just look so white. Like, it's all gone. It's all gone, guys. So yeah,
also, okay, but some of it is because we're not outside in the sun very much. I think I am going to make it a point of like trying to get tan this summer because someone this was a different nurse that was bullying me, but I knew she was because she's not as like
Not as
passive
slick.
aggressive with it. She's just aggressive. And so she was talking about she was just being weird about my skin. And I got a skin complex.
Your skin? What's wrong with your skin?
She said it wasn't like I said something like she goes, "Oh yeah, well you can get away with." She knows I'm not white, but she said, "Oh yeah, well you can get away with that cuz you're white." And I went, "Oh, I'm not white. Totally. I'm a little like half white though." And she, not that it's any of her business. Also, she's white, by the way. So like, I don't know what we're talking about right now, you know?
Well, I mean, did she just mean like you're white passing? Because you are.
I am white passing. That's fine. But no, because I said I do have like, no, it wasn't about physical appearance either. Like it was about, I don't even know how, there's a whole
You mean
like.
pale?
No, she wasn't even like, she was talking about something that had nothing to do with like me showing up for something physically.
Oh.
Does that make sense? And then whenever I was like, well, but I'm not like, but I'm like not, and like this has no relevance. She's like, well, you like it's brought up something about my skin. I can't even remember the exact thing. And I was like, oh yeah, well I'm passing. I definitely have privilege from that. Like I even said that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, but we're not even like talking about like an in-person situation. It was very, very strange conversation. I don't know what she was trying to do at all. Like, I don't know. I know she was like bullying me, but I don't even know what she was going to get out of it. Like, what do you even get out of this? Like, for the other ones, I'm like, okay, now looking back, like I get it. It's like they want me to feel like I look older than I am, or they want other people to perceive me that way. And I'm like, okay, I understand where that is social interaction wise. Like, I can see why that would be like in their mind like a blow to me. But like what she was doing was like, I don't even know what the goal was here. I don't know.
Maybe she's just jealous. Because usually that's
oh, actually, I think you're right. Because here, sure, I'm trying to make a TLDR version.
Sorry, it's so funny. She's one of those. She's one of those. Yeah, she's jealous.
You see, yeah. So now I understand.
Yeah, she's jealous. That was
wow. Yeah. Mystery solved. But do you see what I mean? Where I'm like, I don't understand.
She's probably obsessed with anime. The white people who are obsessed.
She might be.
White people who are obsessed with anime love to say, "Oh, people think I'm Japanese," but they're
so weird. She's definitely not. She just.
Is it black or is it just dark brown? Because I maintain that only Mediterranean white people can have black hair. Every white person I've met, like the guy from Stranger Things, everyone's like, see, white people can have black hair. His hair is dark brown.
It's that. Well, I would say it's the same color as your hair, which is dark brown.
Yeah, my hair is not black.
But I use that language by accident because she describes her hair.
Of course she does.
So okay, so we were just jealous about but she has such a rich history. So like, why are we stealing mine? So, okay, anyway.
Yeah, we were talking about a different interaction, but they were totally bullying her and trying to be like, oh, you look older than you are. Like, but it's like someone who actually wouldn't even care about that. The thing that happened to me that I didn't realize until years later is, so when I was in middle school, I was bullied by this girl named Kendra, like bullied ruthlessly, like probably the biggest bully I had, to the point where I was like scared of her. And then in high school, she kind of forgot about me and we weren't in classes together anymore. And Kendra was a child model and she was a total cunt. She was just super mean to everyone. She would make fun of me because I was ugly and she was a child model and all that stuff. And then when I got into college, I started modeling. And let it be known, like I was not in Kendall Jenner or anything. I wasn't walking in fashion weeks. I was modeling in San Francisco Bay Area. I did t-shirt catalogs. Like there were t-shirt catalogs of me like wearing a t-shirt. It wasn't big time.
I love it.
You know, but it was fun.
Well, there were some artsy ones too.
Yeah, of course. There were artsy ones. I did a lot of hair modeling because I have really big, thick hair. So most of the stuff I did was of the hair modeling variety. But the point I'm making is that it was very low level modeling. It was just a side thing while I was in college. I was not pretending to be famous or anything like that at all. Kendra was still modeling. I believe she might still be a model to this day. I do know that her kids she got her kids into kid modeling and stuff. But anyway, she hit me up on Facebook once I put on Facebook that I was a model and the agency that I was with. She messaged me saying, hey, I was thinking of changing out my agency to the agency I was with. What are your thoughts on them? And I thought, oh, why is she coming to me for help after bullying me for so many years? That's so fucked up. Like, not even an apology, blah, 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 blah. And so she said she's gonna, you know, she needs to make the decision this week. So I purposely waited until the week was over to give her my thoughts on my agency. And I was just like, oh yeah, they're fine. Good luck with your decision, and ended it at that. Cause I was like thinking, that'll show her. I'll just tell her when it's too late. And then I realized like 10 years later, that she was never thinking of changing the agency. She was just testing me to see if she thought I was lying about being a model. She was just testing me. She thought I was lying, so she was trying to call my bluff. But I really was signed.
No, like, but that's the thing. You weren't lying, so you like are like, oh, okay. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all that say, people from the Balkans, yes, that's what the Balkans is, kind of part of the Mediterranean. Like I said, like Greece, all that stuff. I do know people from that area who have black hair. I'm talking about like Irish. People will be like, oh, all Irish people have black hair. And then when you show them an Irish person, it's just dark brown. It's like, we got to know the difference, folks. We got to know the difference. Of course, her name was Kendra. Yeah. Anywho, what the funny thing is I just recently saw that she's following me on Instagram. I had completely forgotten she existed until I remembered this incident.
I do not like that.
She's following me on Instagram.
Nope. I don't like that at all.
That's I kind of love it. I'm just like, because I forgot you exist, but I'm still on your mind. Even if she's just following me to make fun of me, I'm still on your mind.
That's true. Like, I don't mind it from like, oh, look at my life and stuff, because that's pretty cool. But
okay, now I want to know what you're worried about, because now it's making me nervous.
No. I don't like that as in like she.
Yeah.
That's all. Well, wait. Actually, I have a follow-up question.
What do you mean? She's not one of my digital stalkers, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
But she, I mean, she's been keeping tabs on me, I guess.
That's not the same.
But she married her high school sweetheart. She had a rush hush wedding. I saw this because we were friends on Facebook for a while. That's how she messaged me asking me about my agency, you know? So she's kind of living the peaked in high school life, you know? Married the popular boy from school who because he accidentally got her pregnant. You know, it's like it's all very sad, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's talking shit about me and be like, oh my gosh, look at her in this, and it's like, well, I'm
gorgeous and successful.
So. I'm a successful author who gets to write books for a living, and it supports me, and I own my own house, and I didn't get accidentally pregnant with a former drug dealer.
Oh, that's why he was popular. So
yeah, exactly. He had blue eyes, and that was it. It was like everyone was.
That's all we got. Yeah. That's all we got to do.
I peaked in kindergarten. Yes. what did you model? Like I said, t-shirt catalogs. I did a lot of hair modeling. It's the Bay Area, so it's all commercial stuff or like up and coming businesses. Like I modeled for a lot of lookbooks. A lookbook is like basically in San Francisco, there's a fashion design institute. And so I would get hired for aspiring fashion designers to model their clothes in their lookbook, stuff like that. So it's just a lot of shit like that. Like it's you wouldn't have seen me anywhere. You know what I mean? I can show some stuff, but I'd have to show it in. She's watching the stream, punching the air as you speak. Damn it!
Not the punching the air.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I did. Like I said, this was back when I used to use Facebook. I don't anymore, but I did see that she got her kids into child modeling, and I'm like, oh, so you're turning them into little cunts like you. Living Japanese dreams with Elena's gumption. I love it. But yeah, it's a mess. But she's following me. I'm not following. And I only saw that because someone that I went to high school with who I liked, who was a nice person, started following me. And so I was like, oh, I wonder what he's up to. And I checked his page and I saw who he was following. And then I saw that he was following her. And then it says that she's following me.
Do you want to follow back?
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
No.
What?
No, thank you.
Okay, very strange. But anyway, let me see if there's this one lookbook that I modeled for an up-and-coming designer. And okay, I just have to tell you guys, she talked so much shit when I showed up for the shoot. She said, oh, she's not a model. I don't want her to model my product and all that stuff. She's like, she's not a model, da 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 da. And then I ended up, because you show up to the shoot in comfy clothes and no makeup. And so I look like shit, and she's like, she's not a model, da da da. And the photographer
was like, let's show her. And was like, yes.
Not here. You're half right. The photographer loved me. He picked me for this. And he always said that I was his muse because he loved my face shape. And so he was like, just trust me. Just trust me. You have to see the full picture, And the makeup artist was the one who's like, let's show this bitch. And the funny thing is that her designs were fucking ugly. And they put me in the dress. And then when we were done, the makeup artist is like, well, you look like a lamp, but we're going to make it work. But anywho, when we were done, the designer loved me. She made me take a picture with her. She made me take a picture with her kid. And she's like, you're amazing. You're the best one. And I'm like, yeah.
Girl, we flip-flopped real hard on that one. Talk about.
Oh, and to respond to Kiz, it's the lighting. My hair has always been like a dark brown. It's just the lighting. But yeah, my hair is a dark brown. But okay, this is the dress in question where I was not a good enough model. And yes, the dress does light up. So those lights in the dress, that's real. But she was trying to say that I wasn't a good enough model for this dress. But anyway, this was one of the lookbook things that I did. But look, a lamp from the Christmas story.
Fragile.
Yeah, it's so ugly. But look at how good I look. And she's trying to be like, oh, she's not a model.
You look like, I have not seen this one. You look like a very sexy cephalopod. Just like giving bioluminescence.
It literally is. From
so
the tits
pretty.
Up, the pictures are great, and then there's the rest. But
also your hair, incredible.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible.
That black
Medusa-esque in the best way.
Yeah, that black.
These are the coolest pictures I've ever seen.
Yes, but the dress is hideous. But she was trying to be like, oh, she's not a real model.
It looks like blown up, like the popcorn shirts that were like a thing.
Yeah.
And that you but it's like a big version of it. So,
but yeah, she tried to. Thank you, everyone. Everyone's being so nice. But yeah, so they're really. So I did a lot of lookbooks and stuff, and then there was a. Okay, so a lot of hair modeling. Here is a lady who she was a wedding makeup artist and hairstylist. So I modeled for her portfolio to show what she can do for like wedding hair. So
yes, that's total wedding.
Yes, so you can see this is the kind of stuff I did. It's very low level. I'm saying that just so like it's not. I'm not wasn't in any Fashion Week or anything like that.
I
I
could
did.
totally see you being like hair books too, like.
Yes. Here's some hair modeling I did. Hold on. Yes, I know. I told you the dress is ugly. But I don't get to pick it, So here's some hair modeling I did first. It was called Seventh Salon.
Yes! Yes to both! I really like the sunglasses one, though.
Yeah,
that fun. One's awesome. Both are awesome, though, because the curly cues.
And then this was the hair modeling I did that went international. And I'm just saying, guys, don't give me shit for the haircut. I didn't pick it out. It was 2010. Don't give me shit. I didn't pick it out. I went home and cried, okay? But I'm sending this to you with trust, okay? But this look...
Oh, I remember that one.
This look got me published internationally, okay? I went on a cruise. I was in Mexico. Cliff went to a store to, like, get what's it called? A Red Bull. And I'm flipping through the magazines, and I saw my face there. And I was like, this is so amazing. Cool. Guys, look, I'm international now. But here, let me find some other things. Oh, here's a shoot I did that ended up in a magazine for it was a sexy Cersei Lannister. You're honestly, it's very kind of you to say you're rocking the shortcut, but there's a reason that I'm showing it from the side. If you saw it from the front, it was so Karen. I look like I'm gonna ask for a manager. So these pictures that I'm about to show with the fruit were from a...
I like the fruit ones.
Yeah, we're from a gourmet food magazine, and these pictures were alongside cocktail recipes. So that was fun.
Cool. That's very cool.
This is a shoot I did for the Save Weabi, I think that's how you pronounce it, Weabi project, which was a program trying to help Indigenous women and to spread awareness about Indigenous women. It's just a shame that I have the skinniest arm imaginable, and it's like strong on the skinny arm, but whatever.
I love it.
And my author photo was actually one of these modeling pictures, but it's so old at this point that I feel like I need to update it because it's like...
I do love your author photo.
But my friend was the photographer, and she would just love taking pictures of me. So my author photo is one of these, but I feel like I need to update it because it's 10 years old. But anyway, I'm trying to find other ones. Here's another lookbook I did for another designer. Sorry, guys, I'm spamming you, but we're going down memory lane. And if you're not in Cyborg Central, you're missing out. Hold on, I have a
cool.
I hope I'm not bothering you guys. I have a lookbook for this lookbook means things that were, tear sheets. I mean, this means stuff that was published. I'm so sorry, guys. Is this bothering you? Love your author photo. Thank you so much.
I love it.
Okay, so this is my very first publication. Okay, it's really dark, but this was...
I love it.
Well, I haven't sent it yet.
Oh, I thought it was... Oh, I was like, it's dark. I was like, no, your skin's just dark. It's fine. Like,
no, this is my very first publication. It was so cool. So this is for Duke at Duchess, which was a jean brand, and you can barely see the jeans. But what you guys don't know is there was actually a guy sitting next to the guitar, and they edited him out. So basically, they wanted a guy. He said, I want a guy who looks like Jimi Hendrix, afro, worshiping the guitar. And the makeup artist is like, I know the perfect guy. And she brought someone in, and he was just a white guy who was Jewish, so he had curly hair. And he's like, I said Jimi Hendrix. I said Jimi Hendrix. And so the photographer pulled me aside in another room and was just like, what are we going to do? He's like, I'm going to take the pictures. I'm just going to edit him out. We're just going to edit him out. And I just feel like I'm involved in all this tea. And he's like, we're going to keep you. We're going to edit him out because I wanted Jimi Hendrix. Who is this? Who is this nerd? He looks like he works in IT. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm sorry. But anyway.
I like that you were able to unpersoned the guitar guy. Damn.
Yeah, they just
I think that it's
removed
funny
him.
that they like rubber duckied off of you. They were
Yeah,
like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man.
it
And
was
they're like
my
talking out.
it was my very first publication. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm just standing there like the cool badass and stuff. But it was so cool because it was in this magazine that I wasn't a signed model yet. I was still freelancing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to pitch myself to agencies, and I was in a magazine, and every agency had stacks of the magazine on their like in the agency. And I was like, I'm in it. So I would be pitching myself to magazines. I'd be like, hey, I'm actually in the magazine in your waiting room. And I was sitting waiting at this one agency, waiting to be seen. And this other model was sitting next to me, and she opens the page to me and she points to this page next to it, which was food. She's like, doesn't this food look like gross? Da da da. And she's showing it, and I'm on the page next to him, just like nodding and smiling, like, yeah, it looks really, really gross. And this is another moment where, looking back, she was probably bullying me and realized it was me, but was trying to make it seem like she didn't realize
this
it.
Disgusting food. I love how it wasn't even you, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't even, it was like, this picture on the next page looks ugly. And it's like,
Right.
okay.
And it was funny because another model was sitting next to me, and that girl got called in, and another model sitting next to me, she was like, you were on the other page, weren't you? And I was like, yeah. And it was just really, really funny. But anyway, okay, so sorry, memory lane. Okay.
That's pretty great.
This is another publication I did. Okay, this just goes to show like how dumb like this shit I was in. This was modeling the bench. I was literally modeling this bench. Okay. It was one of the
worst. The Fench? Is it the Fench?
It's the Fench. It was one of the worst photo shoots of my life. Like, it was so unprofessional. I was there for 12 hours and I never got fed.
There's no reason for that.
And it was horrible. The Fench designer's girlfriend was there, and she was being horrible. And it was one of the worst photo shoots of my life. Yes, exactly. It was terrible. And this was the era of America's Next Top Model. So every photo shoot was trying to like
emulate it.
And so, like, here, I'll show you some of the other. This is another picture I did with the Fench. This is very America's Next Top Model. Okay, look at this. Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Like, and this is another one of his designs. This is a table. Who the fuck wants this table?
Also, this doesn't. What is happening?
Yes, I was meant to be dead.
Yeah, why are you on the ground? Yeah.
It's very America's Next Top Model. Like, it was so stupid.
Like, if you buy this Fench, you too could find a body next to it. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Also, this picture doesn't like even look like you. Like the one where you're on the ground.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the lighting. But like where I'm just like, who, like, what is, oh my God.
And here, this was one of the coolest photo shoots I was ever in. If you look at it, there's so much wrong with everyone else. No offense. I look amazing though. But it was.
Wait, what do they call that? Mogging?
Yeah, yes, I was mocking everyone. This was one of the coolest photo shoots I was ever in. It was for a couture designer.
That's cool.
Okay, it was for a couture designer. They invited me. They invited me last minute. They were like, "Our model bowed out. It's for the cover of a magazine." It was it was a local magazine, so it was small time. It was not a big deal, but it was a big deal to me.
Yeah.
And they're like, we need someone.
This is part of a cozy. Big deal to you?
Yes.
And it is a big deal, but just not to, like, I get, like, not the world, I get it, but.
Why they put the brother, that guy, okay, so that guy, the one on the ground, he was really pissed the whole photo shoot. And
why?
Because they put makeup on him.
Okay, he's a model. He's supposed to have makeup. What is his problem?
He was like, I'm not used to having makeup put on me. He felt very like, I'm not
emasculated or something.
He kept being like, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. So he wasn't put on the ground. He kept trying to like get out of the photos, like he was.
That's so weird. That is so weird.
I ended up being on the cover. I want to show the cover image. Oh, and also we were shooting at a famous landmark in San Francisco. We were shooting at a tourist spot. So there were just crowds of people watching us, like tourists, like, oh my gosh. And they were just watching us, and I was freezing and just surrounded by all these shirtless men. And I just felt so famous. I'm going to show the cover. It's a hideous cover, not because of me, but because of you'll see the text is so stupid. But but it was my very first cover shoot, and like I said, it's a very small time magazine. I think they only had like 3 prints and then went out of business. But it was one of those things where at the time, you're like, I just felt amazing, and I'm wearing couture, and they sewed it onto my body, and then
cool.
But
yes,
yeah,
I love it.
They literally sewed it onto my body, and it was just a cool moment. But I recognized it was very small time.
That's okay. That's a really neat time. Also, I walked there, so that's exciting to me.
Yes, it was really, really cool. And while they're taking this picture of me, there's just crowds of people watching and taking pictures, like treating us like we're famous. I will say that of the 3 guys in the picture, the guy on the ground was a big bitch the whole time, like, oh, they made me wear makeup. The guy in the back was gay, and his boyfriend was there because his boyfriend was his manager.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too when he was like talking like, I'm not gay. It's like, okay, but like, what if people are like, it's fine, right? Chill out.
And the guy standing behind me, was hitting on me the whole time. And but he wasn't hitting on me in a gross way.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then it added to the feel goods then.
Yeah, he like cute flirty.
That's really nice.
And it actually made me like, at this time in my modeling, keep in mind, this was like within the first 3 months of me being a model.
That's awesome.
And I grew up being ugly and teased. And so I see these guys, and they look like the kind of guys who would tease me. So the fact that one of them was hitting on me, I kept being like, me?
What is happening right now?
Right. But I did not reciprocate. But it was an ego boost.
But no, it's like nice. It's like flattering.
Okay, so I told you guys I did a lot of t-shirt catalogs. Well, what you don't know, because I'm going through the lookbook. I'm so sorry, guys. This is fun. What you don't know is that sometimes Cliff would get booked for jobs with me because they'd see that, oh, your boyfriend is in a popular band and he's handsome. So here is a t-shirt catalog we booked together.
I'm so excited.
Don't be mean about his hair. That was the style then. He is pop rock look, okay? I'm just saying. So
is it swoopy?
No, you'll see. It's spiky.
Spiky's still cool.
I'm just saying because people have made mean comments.
I love that.
Aren't we cute?
You are cute.
With our matching shirts.
Yes.
T-shirt catalog.
Yes.
And okay, I'm gonna show you the front of the Karen look. Okay. This was one of my publications. Be nice. God.
Vibes is right.
See, this is what I mean. If it was blonde, I'd look like I was.
Honestly, I don't think it looks as bad as you think it does. But I get because that was not like what you consented to.
Yes.
So.
Oh, legit Teen Me would have crushed heart. Well, join the club. Everyone crushed heart. And here's that like this. Would you like to speak to a manager? That's what I'm saying. Here's the spread where I was talking about where it was like a magazine and it was cocktails.
Yes. I honestly feel like the hair one looks like you're a Jetson. I don't think it looks like bad.
Oh, that makes sense.
Does that make it doesn't remind me of Karen stuff.
This is another cool photo shoot I did. I wish it was with a better photographer because I will say I hated the photographer. Just I didn't like how the pictures turned out. I thought she could have done better.
Yeah.
But this was so cool because it was a local designer who's like kind of a big deal locally, and and it was another situation where I got to wear like these couture dresses, and it was just for it was actually for the same magazine.
Okay, I think this is like my favorite one you've ever done. I don't know, maybe it's the purple. I love the shape of, maybe it's the mermaid part of it. I don't know. I really like this one. And that one's like one of my favorites.
I just gotta say, before you laugh at this one, they specifically made me pose like this. This is what they wanted it to give. To me, it gives tired pregnant woman. This is what they were going for. I didn't get the approval. Tired pregnant woman.
I see. I don't because you're supposed to make shapes, I thought.
This was the era of the slouch.
Yes. I think you look beautiful, but yeah, I don't understand.
Tired pregnant woman.
Why did they do that?
Yes, and they wanted the dress to poof out like that, and I'm just like, whatever.
Why?
Yeah, when she realizes she's been pregnant for 2 weeks. Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm getting paid.
No, that the purple one so far is like, I feel like that's like, you look like a painting.
Thank you. It was one of those things where there are a lot of shoots, and people would
absolutely was the time though, because I remember seeing, I don't know what I'm talking about, so actually ignore me if I'm not right, but I remember seeing a lot of like this, like what you're doing, and then also a lot of the opposite direction. Ooh,
yes.
Sorry, 1 second. Where they were like that with the hips
there's a lot
way
of
far out, and like a lot of the like
a lot of this.
Oh yeah, the back, you're on backwards.
Yeah.
Not you, but like the models. So.
And there's actually here. This is I can't believe I'm sharing this. This is the pose that I got asked to do the most, if I can find it. Oh well, there's two. There's the one I just showed you guys, and let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, these are the poses I got asked to do the most, and because it was the era. And these are from my portfolio, so these are not. This was the era. If you watched America's Next Top Model, you know. So like half of my
yes, but you look great there. So
thank you.
But I do understand the backwards, like the lean back. Yeah.
But all that said, a lot of gigs are you wearing ugly shit and just I'm just doing what you're telling me to do, and you're paying me and whatever, you know.
Yep.
So it's a lot of that, but like I said, it was all very small level. I was never in anything. The biggest thing I was in that international hair model.
Although wait, actually, that's what I thought.
I auditioned and I made it. I wasn't almost in.
Oh, I thought you were almost in.
I got to the third level in the. Yeah. Okay, what we're talking about is America's Next Top Model. I was recruited to audition for America's Next Top Model, which is when one of the casting directors. What a lot of people don't know is casting directors for America's Next Top Model will try and like find people and be like, please audition, and they'll coach you and tell you how to behave to get on the show. So I got recruited and I made it to the third round of auditions, and then I got cut. So that's what she was talking about, but that's not almost in. Like third round of auditions is like, oh, you're one of 800, you know. So
I thought it was like the third and final like
no
thing.
No.
And it was, you only got out because of like an accident type of thing, and
I have no idea why it got cut. They don't.
Oh, I thought it was because, well, I can just say it. I thought it was because you were supposed to be like a particular character, but then you got shaky, and then they were like, "Oh, you're supposed to be the kooky one, not the."
That was my guess, because I was doing really great in the auditions, and then I started getting shaky. So I was like, "Okay, my voice is shaking. I'll pretend that I'm emotional.
Yes.
And I'm gonna cry." And then I got cut after that. So my guess was that I didn't live up to the stereotype I was supposed to do.
See.
But it could have been any number of reasons.
Something
it could have just been that I'm ugly, you know. So
definitely not that.
Well, I had a huge zit at the time. It was very.
That's definitely not that.
Did you know which cycle you were recruited for? No idea. It was a million years ago. It was when I was 21. So I'm 39 now. So it was a really long time. All that said, yeah. Thank you for the trip down memory lane.
That was so cool.
But yeah, everyone's like talking about the lean back. Yeah, those are everyone would be like, I saw that in your portfolio. Can you do that? It was all because of America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
You know, it was.
I do get that. But you look great.
But all that said, it was fun. It was a fun time. And like I said, it was just all very local stuff and nothing huge, but it was really, really fun. And it was cool. And it was cool to be in magazines and show up somewhere. And it's like, oh, look, it's me, you know. Anywho, guys, we should do a sprint. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize.
I'm really
for
hungry.
my sprint. I'm going to eat.
Me too. All right, folks. So if you're not familiar, we do writing sprints. This is where we set the timer for 20 minutes and we work on whatever it is we need to work on. Usually it's drafting. When the 20 minutes are over, we share how many words we have written. If you're not in the drafting cycle, you can edit for 20 minutes. You can critique for 20 minutes. You can eat for 20 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. What are you going to do, Butters? Are you going to be cute for 20 minutes? You going to kiss for, oh, thank you. You going to kiss for 20 minutes? But yeah, we will not be providing a prompt for you. You will work on whatever it is that you need to work on and be productive, all that good stuff. We will be muted. I'm setting the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, folks, how did everyone do? I ate. I did a little of dishes, and I spoke with my assistant, and I'm scared to check Instagram. Okay, I'm checking Instagram, guys. It's happening. Aw, people are being so nice. Aw, my mom's like, I received my book in the mail today. Aw. Perhaps the best notification I saw when waking up was the charge to my bank account for this pre-order. I will be spending all day reading. Isn't that sweet, guys? People are so nice. I'm just reposting everything. Catching up. Okay, let's see. My brain is the worst. I thought that said creating clips. I'm like, what? Edited 9 pages? Fantastic. Proofread 4 pages? Fantastic. 2 16 words, 2 12 words. Pick up packages? Oh, that sucks. Took out the rubbish. You deserve all good things. Thank you so much. 219 words. Fantastic. All good things are deserved. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's been really cool because I added the Savior's Champion and the Savior's Sister to Kindle Unlimited, and I didn't think much of it because the Savior's Champ has been out for like 7 years, you know? So I'm like, oh, nothing much will come of this. I'm just going to add them to Kindle Unlimited and see how it goes. And people are reading the shit out of them, and I get paid for them reading it. And I was like, wow, like I wasn't expecting it. So, yay. Corona. Mexican beer is the best beer. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, like I don't think a lot of people understand because there's like a pretty much a 5 year break between the Savior Sister and the Savior's Army, and I don't think people understand why that happened or like how hard that was for me. I talk about it in Wednesday's video. I have a video coming out. Well, I don't talk about it. Butters talks about it, but I got a video coming out on Wednesday featuring Butters. And what a lot of people don't realize is that Cliff's health basically just totally hit the fan in 2020, and basically 2020 to 2025 was absolute insanity for him. And so I kept starting the Savior's Army and then stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping because I'd start it and then he would almost die, and then I'd stop, and then I'd start again, he'd almost die, and then 2000, I think it was 2023, it was horrible, like the biggest medical crisis ever. It was worse than when he trauma wise, like the trauma and the experience of it, it was worse than when he broke his spine. And he was in the hospital for 2 months, which was longer than when he broke his spine. And I just remember thinking, like, I don't know if he's gonna even survive. And it was just crazy and horrible. And I ended, you guys know I had to quit YouTube for a year because it was just like so much trauma and everything. So the fact that I was able to finally finish this book, even if it took 5 years, and like get it out, and that people were still like rallying to support me, even though I disappeared for a while, it really, really means a lot. So it's very exciting. And more than anything, I'm not really excited about this book release. I'm just like relieved that it's here. I'm just like, oh yes, get it out into the world. 237, yes. Yeah, you two have had a pretty damn rough go of it. Yeah, we have. But things are improving this year. You two are amazing survivors, and now the universe owes you big time. Thank you. I'm hoping the universe will owe us with health for Cliff and money for me. I remember seeing you post about being in and out of the hospital. My heart was really aching for you guys. Happy you made it on the other end. The book is good. You're a good writer. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right, Bubbles? Come here. You have bedhead. You have bedhead, you little poo-poo.
Hi. Sorry about that.
What'd you accomplish?
I ate a gigantic salad and it was
Nice.
so good. And then I had a little bit of a Babo mini meltdown, but it is now diffused. So it was a little bit of a combo.
Mm-hmm.
So I've returned.
Butters is just a floofy little girl. She is.
She is.
I
She's
wake
so
up to
good.
many kisses. She just commando crawls onto my chest and is like, hello.
I love that.
I am here to kiss you. I am here. I got the beer to try and counteract the caffeine. Caffeine was a mistake. I don't know what. I was thinking I'm not sleeping well. It'll help perk me up. And then I had it and I was like,
I feel like, and now I'm entering a different dimension.
Right. It's too much. I shouldn't have done it. I can't believe you've done this. Does anyone remember that? Or am I just so old? I can't believe you've done this.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know what it's from.
Despite everything you've earned the trust and loyalty only your fans. Thank you. She is the kiss ninja. That is true. She's the kiss ninja for sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I can't believe you've done this. I say that all the time. Yes, it was so good. It was foretold that Iona would return. I remember that. It's a Vine, yes. Man, Vine was those were the days. And now there's TikTok. I don't like TikTok. I'm so old. I'm like, I miss Vine. I hate TikTok. I don't know any of the modern music. I don't know who Kyla is. Or no, is it Tyla? I don't know. See, look at me. I'm old.
If I hear like, I also just don't remember people. Like, if I hear it though, it might sound familiar and like
I know she has that one song that's like popular on Instagram where it's like,
yes,
Chanel,
uh-huh.
That's all I know. I know that, and then I think it's like Zara or something, and she's got that Boots song, Boots, and never ending. I think her name's Zara. Starts with a Z. Zara.
Probably
yeah,
Zara.
Zara Larson. See, I know some things. And then she's got that Boots song that the ice skater skated to.
Oh, I remember I'd be on TikTok, or sorry, not TikTok, Vine, and I'd be like, I'd go to my chemistry lab, and then I'd come home and I'd watch Vine on my phone, and then I'd look up and an hour had gone by, and I'm like, oh my god, I've watched a million of these, and then because you can like, I don't know, because they're all 6 seconds, so you can like 100, I think, and so I'm just like, oh god, I need to take a break, and that was like, I was able to like do it, and now I can't. I have to like do weird things to pull myself out of like the Reels hole, or like the TikTok. Not so much TikTok, actually. It's mostly Reels or YouTube Shorts. Man, oh man.
Yeah. Imagine book Vine, what we could have had. Yeah, I was on Vine to promote my very first book.
That's awesome.
But yeah, those were the days. Well, the good news is that Reels, at least on Instagram, are out of favor now. So maybe that'll discourage people from creating Reels. Now what's in favor on Instagram is carousels.
Carousels.
Like Instagram, at least for me, they're not even paying me anymore to post Reels, but they are paying me to post
that
carousels.
ended a while. Yeah, ago, I feel like, for both of us.
I miss MySpace. MySpace was the best. And you know what's so annoying? People are now like, wouldn't it be cool if on like Instagram we could post a song whenever people go to our profile? And it's like, That's MySpace. We had that, and you guys ruined it. You guys accepted Facebook instead, and you ruined it. And now you're missing what we could have had. All of us learned HTML just to make our MySpace pages pretty. My MySpace background was me with wings. It was such a time.
Mine was very emo looking, because I like the artsy fartsy of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when they would when someone would see my MySpace first and then meet me, they were like, "What?" Or they'd see me first and then see my MySpace and be like, "What?" But it's just because I liked the look of like the imagery of it. But it was a misrepresentation.
I was like C-list MySpace famous. You know how on MySpace on the homepage they had the cool new people?
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the cool new people, and it was just when I was starting to try and become a model, so it was like a pretty picture of
Hell
me.
Yeah.
And I just got flooded. And it's funny because I made connections through that who I'm still friends with them on Instagram. There's this one artist who now he's like an influencer on Instagram about like teaching other people how to become artists. And I met him through MySpace as a cool new person, you know? And so
I bet they say the same thing about you too. Like, oh my gosh, I met this lady and she's like a model and now she's an author and like it's so cool. Like they can say that.
Yeah, MySpace was so much better. It had everything, you know. We know you're an angel. Yeah, I don't even want to explain the lore behind taking that picture, but I was wearing like wings and stuff and it looked really, really cute. And it was very emo looking too. But I liked metal, so it wasn't too far off.
No, that was an actual like good I guess I was like a little bit edgy, but it was more like it was what it was is like, okay, you know how like Evanescence is like the mainstream like pop punk sort of something. I don't even know what their genre is, to be honest.
It's not pop punk.
I have no idea what their genre is. I loved it. Loved it.
It's like goth
pop. Yes, but it's because her voice, she's an opera singer. Did you know that?
Well, I mean, you can tell.
You can tell, but like, but I like rock opera stuff like that. But because of that, there was a picture that kind of looked like it was in the same vein as the Evanescence cover. So I was like, oh, this is beautiful, and I'm gonna have it. And then, but then it looked like really emo, like I was like a scene kid or something. Which, like, I think I got along with. I had like friends in each of the friend groups. So I was friends with scene kids, but that wasn't my like vibe. So it was just funny because it didn't match, but yours totally does.
What was I going to say? Pop punk is like Green Day.
Okay.
Just to help.
Yes, that super helps.
Yes, MySpace still exists. It's a music platform now.
Yes.
I remember I had a photography page on MySpace so bad. I wanted to become a photographer, but I realized later that I just really wanted to be a model.
I think that's great.
But I had a photography page and I put up this song from this band I liked and I didn't listen to the lyrics and it was up for so long. And then someone commented like, wow, interesting song. And I was like, yeah, it's like a really cool band. And then I later clocked, I think that they were trying to be like passive aggressive, and I listened to the song and it was like super racist, and I just had never listened to lyrics, and I was like, and I had it up for so long and I was embarrassed.
That's okay. The music I had when you came over and listened to it, one was Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, of course. Because I don't want the world to see me. That one. And then
very emo.
Yeah, I know. I was like, and also the hold on. I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. Ooh. It's like an 80s thing. When you're standing oh so near, I kind of lose my mind. Yeah. It's not the ribbons 70s. In your hair. Oh, it's 70s. I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time.
I'm not familiar, but the only 70s music I listen to is Queen. So
I guess you're just what I needed.
Oh, that one. That's very, very of the area, I would imagine.
Who sings it?
The
Oh,
Cars.
the Cars. I don't even know who the Cars are.
That's
It is the 70s. You're totally right.
Mm-hmm. That's a commercial. That's like a Walmart commercial song.
I love that song, but that was on my MySpace too.
Oh,
So it'd be like, so I don't want the world to see, and then the Walmart commercial. It's fine.
When I was on MySpace, it was very much the Nasty Gal era, which I realized that there's a whole show about it on Netflix. So just watch that show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it's called, but Nasty Gal was an era that I guess was very specific to the Bay Area. But it was sort of is anyone familiar with Riot Girl and like all those like like Rebel Girl, that era.
Yes.
That was like there was a big era of that in the Bay Area specifically, where it was sort of like being like an indie punk, like I'm not like the other girls era.
Yes.
And so I would put a lot of like of that kind of like shiny toy guns and stuff like that. And oh fuck, what are they called? I wish I could dye my hair pink, put on black lipstick. No one would give a shit. What are they called? I wish I would dye my hair pink, put on CSS. Yeah. So it's like a lot of that stuff, and I know no one knows what I'm talking about because it was very much like a big.
No, I weirdly do, and I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I know what you're talking about. I also had is Nasty Girl was also like a clothing company.
Nasty Gal, yes.
Nasty Gal. And so see, look, I'm like, but I saved up my money and I got a Nasty Gal dress, and it was very strange looking, but every time I went out in it, a bunch of gay people would tell me I looked beautiful. So I was like, this is the best time.
It was like they would repurpose vintage stuff to make it more modern. So everything was really expensive, and it was all vintage repurposed.
It was very strange looking. I loved it though. And like I don't know. I have to find it. I think I can put it somewhere and then I accidentally got rid of it. But it was like, I'm gonna have to find it because I think about it and it's not the color palette I should have had, and I don't think it's the shape I should have worn. But I was like, I feel amazing. And then all these like gay men were like, you look incredible. And I was like, I must look incredible because they say so.
Yeah. At that time, people who were into Nasty Gal, they liked, kind of like Bikini Kill kind of stuff. Fuck, what are they called? TKO song. No, TKO, TKO, TKO. Play it on the radio. Play it on the stereo. Watch a live video. Hold on. Le Tigre, okay. And this was, Le Tigre was huge when I was in high school, like in our area. And it was like, it was kind of, Le Tigre has a trans man in the band. And this was before.
Nice.
It was like well known about transness.
Yes.
And so like, we were in the Bay Area, we were all like 16, and we already knew about trans and everything. We're like, oh my gosh, yeah, like, woo, but anyway, Le Tigre, I love Le Tigre. So you were all listening to music like Le Tigre and then electropop. So like we were listening to like discotheque, like that was huge around here. What was discotheque? Who is it by? I know all these songs, but it was like discotheque, meet me at the back door, let's get down. We've been waiting a long. And then Shiny Toy Guns. I saw Shiny Toy Guns play live. And I don't know if you guys are familiar, but their big song was Hello, Little Boys, Little Toys with the dreams you believe in.
I don't think I know that one.
It was always playing in Forever 21. It was like, and then also like the sounds and, Queen of Apology. Well, I'm fighting this feeling. I can't sing. I don't know why I'm trying, but it's like a lot of electropop. And every time I listen to that music again, I feel like I'm 20 again, and I'm like,
I love that.
I'm so different. I'm so indie.
I
And
love it.
I wore leg warmers all the time.
Yes.
And all that good stuff. Lots of American Apparel before we knew that they were all pedophiles. And
I feel like at this point you can't even like exist without someone like that owning something. So
which song from the Motorola commercial? Another one. One of my favorite bands is Sleigh Bells, and they're an noise pop band. I love them, and they got really big because their breakout hit was like a T-Mobile commercial or something. And now I feel so old because one of their songs is now a GLP-1 commercial, and it's like, you know that you're old when your music is being used to like help the middle-aged people lose weight, and I'm like, oh, I'm old. Oh yeah, Le Disco. Yeah, okay. We're gonna ride the race cars. We're gonna dance on fire. Is it the girls Le Disco or the world? I don't know. Supersonic Overdrive. I love that song.
I think that's awesome.
So what you gonna take, Silver Shadow Believer? I don't know. I saw them live and they were fantastic. I wasn't even trying to see them live. I was going to see Mute Math. I still really like Mute Math. But Shiny Toy Guns was opening for them, and we were like, wow, Shiny Toy Guns kind of like
it's great.
Yeah. they kind of fucking killed it. And then I went with a guy who was we were just supposed to be friends, and he was totally
I hate what you're
a
saying.
predator, and he kept using every opportunity to try and get closer to me. So he was like wrapping his arms around me and putting his head next to mine while we're dancing. I'm just standing there like
okay, bro.
I just wanted to go to a concert. I don't want, every opportunity he took. And it was one of those things where in hindsight, I should have just said, fuck off and left. But you know, when you're,
but still
we had classes together. It's, he's the guy who, when Cliff and I started dating him, he stalked Cliff for a full day.
Oh,
and this was months
casual.
After, this was months. His name was Robert. And this was months after he and I had were no longer in contact with one another. This was a long ass time. It could have been a full year. And he found out Cliff and I were dating, and he stalked Cliff for a full day. And I found out because Cliff calls me all dude, what the fuck? Because he knew who he was, and he was like,
oh.
And so he just went into a Starbucks and ordered something and sat down, and he's just like, just stay on the phone with me. I don't know what to do.
Oh.
And Rob,
that'll make people take you back.
And Rob will
or take you at all.
Yeah, we
take you at all.
Rob sat in a booth behind him and just waited there for hours, and Cliff just waited until he finally left the Starbucks, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna sit here for a little bit longer and then I'm gonna go. But yeah, he was a fucking weirdo, and he was one of those who was constantly looking for his opportunity to weasel in, and it just was a series of sexual harassment. But at the time, I feel like it's my fault because you keep saying you're giving me mixed signals. It's like, but all I've ever said to you is no.
I just am existing again. I'm just existing.
All I've ever said to you is no, and then you keep putting your arms around me and trying to kiss me and all this stuff, and because I freeze in the moment, it's it's my fault but I've always said no to you, but anyway, that was my experience at that concert. It was ruined by Rob, but the bands were good. Sorry, guys.
I mean, that's good. No, also I found it's not the dress. I cannot find it. You'd think I even checked eBay. It kind of looked like this, but it was like gray and mint green. It was not a good color combo on me, but I still like the color combo, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm putting it in the private chat, but that's kind of like the shape of it, not
cute
for my shape. I look back and I'm like, except for the part that goes around the neck was like a T, like it was like straight and like it was just very geometric too. If it was even more organic like that, but it was like a T, like, but oh well. I loved it. I felt good in it. But I'm looking back and I'm like, uh-oh.
It's okay. My thing is I used to wear low-rise pants all the time, right? Because they were in style.
Yes.
But I have hips, and so my hip, even though I was literally 5'9" in a size 4, so I was very underweight, it would look like I had a muffin top because my hips would stick out over the low rise. And I look back and I'm
No,
like, Jenna,
this is gonna sound like very strange, but my ribs stick out very strangely, like they're kind of like winged. And so sometimes if I like wear certain types of clothes, it'll look like I'm like wearing an ill-fitting bra and have like a quad boob, you know? But it's actually like bone.
yeah, but my point is that when we're young, we wear what we think is cool, and then we look back and we're like, oh,
Yes. And it's
oh.
okay.
I used to wear like fancy heels with just like the most casual outfit because I was trying to wear heels every day to be like, look, guys, I don't care if I'm 6'1", and I'd look back and I'm like, those don't go together at all. Like, why am I wearing fancy heels and a baseball tee?
It's okay.
It's
I think
fine.
it's great.
It's fine. All right, folks, we should probably do another sprint. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry.
Sprint.
I'm sorry we've been rambling. I'm all hyped up.
I think it's exciting.
My book's
You have your release
tomorrow.
tomorrow. You've been on YouTube for more than a decade now. This is the next iteration of your series. You know, the next thing. I'm also like losing my mind because I cannot wait for more people to read it so I can like quote it and like people know what I'm talking about.
I'm still gonna make that 1,000 cost merch.
I still like think about it and laugh. When in your oh my gosh,
Evening Stormy.
Hi Stormy. It was the oh my gosh, what the street team where someone was making predictions and I kept making eyeballs at them and you're like, do not give away anything. I'm like, I'm not. I'm just looking. But I had the eyes like, it's like, I think this, and I'm like, you're like, not one fucking word. But
well, deliver to EU, but good luck. If you mean Europe, a lot of people are getting them in
yeah.
Europe. I think you should be okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You got it. I know people in Europe who are getting it, unless it means something else. But anywho, guys.
Yes.
Let's do a sprint. This girl's gonna be literally sprinting, right?
Literally
Say hello.
sprinting.
She's like, no. Okay, closer. Bubba's closer. Closer. Come on. Closer. Thank you.
Oh, the soccer ball moment. That's okay.
I love it when she does that. She's so smart. All right, folks. I'm gonna set the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, folks, how did everyone do? Butters played fetch. That's what we did. The ball is super slobbery and gross. I'm going to have to wash my hands. But wouldn't you know it, she won the game, guys. She won the game. So we all have to tell her she's a winner. In just a second, I'm going to throw the last ball for her, and then we will tell her she's the winner. Last one! Last one! Last one! Wait, closer. Closer. Come on, you can do it. Good girl.
Oh, wow.
Last one. All right. Good girl, you won the game.
Yay, Butters, you won fetch.
You won the game. Oh my goodness, Butters. Everyone, look at her smile.
Look at the cutie cute. Look at that. She's so content.
You won.
You won.
If you guys didn't see, we were playing fetch the whole time, and she was being so good. I accidentally swatted her nose when it went to the ball, and I felt
that happens.
Let me catch up. Thank you, J.R. Carroll. If you guys aren't familiar, he has interviewed me on his channel before, and I'm going to be interviewed again very soon.
That's awesome.
About the Savior's Army. So nice and so awesome. Thank you so much. When will it be on Kindle Unlimited? If you're talking about the Savior's Army, it'll be on Kindle Unlimited tomorrow. And
or is it midnight tonight?
Well, technically that would be
in
fun,
2 hours.
Oh yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about?
2. We're working off of Eastern time, baby.
But yeah, for me it's more than that. But yes. So yeah, very soon it'll be available.
Actually, what's the farthest ahead? Is it Australia?
Butters, you absolutely precious princess. She is. Yes, you, Butters, you're the baby. She is the cutest. Butters really never tires of playing fetch, does she? So cute. Nope. My favorite is when she comes and drops it in my lap. Like, here you go. OMG, Butters. You had fun that whole time. You were so good. 77 whole words. Hey, better than I did. All I did was play fetch. Finished proofreading. OMG, congrats, Butters. You're the champion. We got to get you a little medal. 9.5 pages. That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
You're not a psychopath. Are you sure? I'm just kidding. 103, fantastic. Editing and trying not to spoil and pick who goes home on American Idol. Nice. 214, amazing. New Zealand time, I guess, is the...
Okay, because it said, I was reading about an island called Pacific Nation of Kiribati, which I haven't heard of before, but I'm going to go with New Zealand. So New Zealand probably already has it.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
I'm excited.
I forgot I was just watching. That's why I lowered the camera, because it's at least you get to watch something
mesmerizing.
Look at how content she is.
She's so content.
Hi, honey.
Be proud, girl.
Sorry, the bed is a mess. It is sheet day, and so there's just toys everywhere. It's just
also
wild.
Like you're actively using it.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, we live here.
Yeah. But if you look at it's funny because like I've got the comforter on me.
Yeah.
Cliff has no comforter. The comforter is fully on me, and the heating blanket is fully on Cliff. So oops.
I think that's great.
I did want to ask you a question.
Yes.
And you guys can listen. This is a critique partner question.
Okay.
So you know how I told you how I felt like that one chapter, the dog shelter chapter, felt like filler.
Mm-hmm.
The main reason I put it in there is I was kind of like, oh, well, I need them to get to know each other better before he asks her to be his fake fiance.
Mm-hmm.
That moment together with them is literally maybe 3 minutes long. And so would it be okay if they didn't have that moment and he still asks her a few days later?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I just really liked that setting and I thought it was cute.
I do too. But the things that I need to accomplish in that moment that I could accomplish elsewhere. And I do want her to eventually show up at the shelter. And so now I have to find a new place to put it.
Yes.
The main problem is just that it fucks up the pacing. So like he just gets this horrible news that he's got to get a fake fiance. And then the next scene is him having a pleasant, lighthearted conversation at a shelter. I need to it doesn't make sense. He should be stressed out. He shouldn't just be like, hey, I'm at the dog shelter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it fucks up the emotional pacing. The next scene needs to be him stressed out.
Okay. No, I hear you. I see what you're saying. I think so. Just saying, like, if you would have kept it, it wouldn't have been. I still don't think it would have been filler because it still did serve a purpose. But I hear you with like the pacing and stuff.
Right.
But her even like after rereading the bar scene, that alone, it would be like, you know what? We can just pretend it's fine.
I
Like
was
that kind of
hoping
thing.
that the bar scene is enough because he knows
It's
she hates her
plenty.
job. He
Mhm.
knows she hates her job, and he can be like, "Look, you can quit your job." My thing
Mhm.
is, I know that chapter wasn't filler. My issue was because it fucks up the pacing. I feel like it reads as filler
Okay.
because we go from him being like, "Oh, I'm so stressed," to da, 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 to "Oh, I'm so stressed again." You know, like
Yeah.
within. And so it doesn't make sense because he just went to he had this horrible thing. He should be pacing with anxiety until it's figured out. And it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense that he's just at the shelter, like everything's great. So I just need to figure out a way for him to mention that he's bi. I wanted it to be before they agree on everything, but this is my new idea is because what had happened is at the shelter he mentions that his ex works at the shelter and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, is he gay?" And then when he asks her to be his fake fiance, she's like, "Aren't you gay?" And he's like, "No, I'm bi." I was thinking instead when she moves into his place and he's showing her around, there could be like a picture or something of him and an ex, and she's like, "Who's that?" He's like, "Oh, it's me and my ex. I don't know why it's still here." And then she's kind
Mhm.
of like, and she does that her autistic thing where she's trying to like figure out in her head, and he's like, "I'm bi," and she goes, "Why are you saying that?" He's like, "It's written all over your face again," because
Mhm.
that's a thing he says, written
I
all over
think
your
that's
face.
perfect.
And then the other thing is, I need Pepito to come up. That she really wants Pepito, and I was hoping it would be
You could
before.
bring up then maybe this is too much in just like the first
Mhm.
chapter. So, but maybe while she's petting Ducky, she could be thinking about
I
Pepito.
no, I want her to like go to the shelter and see Pepito.
Yes.
But it
Oh,
I'll
I
just
thought you meant like more sprinkling in of Pepito.
no. I want to I'll just find
Oh
an
yeah, I
excuse to
want
work it
that
in.
scene in there. That
Yes.
has to stay in there
Yes.
somewhere.
And
It just
so
yeah.
I'm thinking either one of two things will happen. I'm leaning toward the first for the second scene would fix the second idea. Okay, I'll say the second idea first.
Okay.
This idea would fix my Pepito issue, but it would bring up other issues that I don't want to deal with. So I'm leaning toward not this, which is that
Okay.
he goes to ask her to be his fake fiance at the what's it called? Bank, and she's like,
Yes.
"I'll think about it." And she goes after work to the what's it called to the shelter, walks
Mhm.
Pepito, and gets annoying text messages from her boss, and is like, "Okay, I'm going to do it," and calls
Mhm.
him. The reason this would solve those problems, but it would create a new problem that I'm like on the fence about.
Mhm.
Well, oh
What
my
new
gosh, it's already
problem?
7. Okay, well, I really want there to be a moment where she's like, "I'll do it, but I get half." And he's like, "Yeah, obviously." And then she's like, expecting him to haggle. And she's like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Obviously, you would get half. You are half of the pairing." And she's like, "Oh, I thought you were going to argue with me." He's like, I don't need $20 million. I just need enough to cover my mortgage." And to kind of showcase that he is an equal partner and
Mhm.
also that he's not a piece of shit,
Yeah.
like, so I want that moment to happen. And that would need it just for reasons. It would need to happen in the bank. So if she agrees to that, it doesn't make sense that she would say, "I'll think about it," I guess, unless she's like weighing the
What if she
morality of
said,
it.
"Give me till the end of the day"? What if she says, like
Yeah, it could be that it's really tempting, but she's like, "I don't know, this is like morally wrong or something," and then goes to
yeah.
the bank and then gets the sexual harassment text from her boss and is like, "Fine, okay, I'll do it."
Mhm.
And then the other option is just to do it all at the bank, and then the shelter thing happens another day for some other reason. So those are my
She can also be like, "Fine, okay, I'll do it," and then you don't have to explicitly state that she hung up, but, like, it's like, we'll iron it out another time," but then he's like, "So, like" he, like, shows up to her work and being like, "Okay, so, like, how are we like, what are we gonna"
No, that's a whole other
Okay,
that's adding too much, and I
okay.
want to. I'm trying to make it tighter.
Decrease,
Yeah, I'm deleting chapters versus adding to it. So I think either I'll have it all done at the bank, or I'll have them have that conversation at the bank, and she's really really tempted to say yes, and then she's like, "No, I can't be impulsive. I'm not good at." Oh, that works because she's autistic. I'm not good at like impulsive risk taking things, and she's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I'll." I don't know, I can't do it, I'll think about it, and
Yeah.
I can have her have an autistic moment. And
Yes.
then he's like, here's my phone number.
Yes.
And then she goes to the vet and then has the text messages from her boss and is like,
yes,
I'll text him, I'll do it.
I think that works really well.
We figured it out. Okay, let me write it down before
I say we, and I just offered only bad ideas.
No, but you okayed this idea.
Yes, this one's great.
Okay, so
that works out really well, especially
almost-
as soon as you said I don't do impulsive. Like, I think that's with her character as well.
She's about to say yes, but has an autistic moment because she's not good at spur of the moment surprises, and that's a recurring thing. She's not.
It is. That's why I'm like, I think that one. That's good.
Goes
and then
to
the morality, she has to like talk herself through the morality of it too. But that's this whole other convo they have.
From her boss that piss her off, and she texts all to it. Because the next text message is going to be not the next chapter is going to be from his point of view, and now he's developing a crush on her because they've been texting back and forth, and he's like, "Oh, shucks," he's like this, like in that everyone does on social media. I like her, right, Perfect? Oh, do I get kisses? Thank you. Were you happy we played fetch? How dare your bed not look like some... I see people's pictures of their beds all the time, and they're like white sheets, and I'm like, how do you have white sheets? Like, I have a dog. Sorry, Butters. You should be able to... The hardback is distributed everywhere. You just have to make sure that you're ordering from like your local place. Right, Popeyes? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I ordered the hardback too. Maybe that's why mine's taking slightly longer. Because it's the hardback version. Because I got the Kindle version and the hardback version.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, of course. But I like having both. And
you guys can't see it, but she's got her little paw on me, like
like I like how she has like little Grinchly feet.
I know, we call them her Whoville feet.
Whoville feet.
Your Whoville feet. Cliff hates it. He's like, we need to trim it. It's not clean. And I'm like, she licks her crotch, okay? It's fine.
It's the dog way.
It is what it is, you know. But he always wants everything to be like pristine on her, and I'm just concerned about mats. But she only has one mat behind her ear right now. But anyhow, okay, I figured it out. Like Nancy Drew, catch on quick, like hallelujah. Thank you. That honestly, I have been putting off writing because of this.
Oh my god, we should have just done this then.
And now I feel so much better.
Oh, good. It works out really smoothly.
Act like we all wouldn't if we could. Wouldn't what? I believe.
Oh, wouldn't lick ourselves.
Oh.
Is what
I don't know.
Just watch. He's not talking about that. No, it's disgusting.
He's like, IONA, you're revolting. How dare you put those words in my mouth? All right. I know you probably have to go to bed. Womp, womp, womp.
I don't want to. But yeah. I have to go to my early, but I'm excited because I have the live stream to look forward to tomorrow.
Casey confirms that the Asterisk Army is available in Australia.
Excellent.
Yay!
Casey is on the ground. She's reporting back live.
Leave reviews, guys, please. Leave reviews. I need at least 50 the first day, preferably 100. I'm not going to get 100 the first day, but you know, the sooner I get 100 reviews, the better. Please, even if it's just I like it, please leave a fucking review. Even if you didn't like it, leave a review saying I didn't like it. I just need the numbers.
Already have my Goodreads review, and I will immediately.
I love that half of the stream is just everyone complimenting your beautiful bangs.
Thank you.
And they are beautiful, guys. They're beautiful bangs.
Well, it was funny because I trained them yesterday, but I trained them by having them all straight across, and I looked like a coconut. And I was like, what have I done? What have I done? And then this morning I was like, it's fine. I'll just use a little bit of water and a little straightener. And then I was able to get them like, oh.
They're perfect.
So I was like, okay, no one touch it. No one touch it. Everyone just look at it.
They're perfect.
Thank you.
And I'm still mad about the people trying to bully you about your looks. And it's like, she is a beautiful angel. Leave her alone.
Thank you. I don't care if I'm 10 years older than I am, even though I guess I don't look like that. I guess I was
don't look 10 years
older. How much of it was lies?
It was
But
just
I want to
bitches
send
being
you a
bitches.
picture of my hair curly. I don't know if I did or not. I'm sitting weird, but this is me in my office under fluorescent lights, mind you. But this is how my hair naturally dried.
Oh, you look so cute.
You don't think I look bald?
How could you look
On
bald?
on my forehead, like on the side.
It's just the angle.
It is the angle.
You have your
It's
head
back.
tipped back.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
not,
I
you
was
don't
like, I
look
got
bald.
bangs for this reason.
It's just the angle.
And then this was me trying to make it work with my trying to figure out.
Oh, this,
So
I promise this is a compliment. But when the image first showed up, I thought that was my niece Haley. That's how young you look.
That's how youthful. You look like a child.
Yeah,
That's how youthful.
Like, there was just something. There's a quality that gave Haley vibes. Maybe it's like the hair color because your hair's a little bit darker now.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny because she was like, well, maybe you'll know why, but she was like saying she was getting tripped out because she was like, oh, this is the color that will you still can't like. I don't know if you can see can you see the little bit of the red there? Yeah. It's like a chestnut red. Like whatever, dark cherry or whatever. But she was like, okay, we'll just do low lights because I couldn't commit to the whole head because I got too nervous. And she's like, oh, we'll just match it here, match it. And she's like, I think you're a level this, but you're a level that. And then I was like, well, check the roots because my roots are really dark for some reason. I have virgin hair, but I didn't know. Mm-hmm. And she was like, what? And like my roots were like darker, and so a lot of people have said it looks. Is it normal to have like the darker?
Your hair,
yeah.
As the more it's out and about, it lightens. So
That's
it's very normal for your roots to be darker than the ends of your hair. That's why, like, someone even pointed out in like a baby picture of me, the roots of my hair look black and the ends look brown. Mm-hmm. When I was younger, the roots of my hair would look brown and then the ends would look orange. You know, it's like that's a normal thing.
So. It's for the sunlight exposure and stuff. Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
Iona, where do you stream?
Oh, on Twitch under Creepycore and Folklore.
Yes. And look, the Savior's Army is available in the Netherlands.
Very exciting.
I have no idea. I haven't started on the audiobook. I've been so busy with shit that I've just been like, fuck the audiobook.
I wonder if you're going to use the same lady.
I have no idea what I'm going to do. I haven't thought about it at all.
I do. I'm just saying I like that lady.
Well, it'd be a guy and a girl.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. I forgot. It's a really dynamic book. Like, damn.
Someone's like, the books are way cheaper over there. Yeah, the books are like insanely priced in Australia. I did not, for what it's worth, I did not choose those prices.
No, so that also, like, there was a time where I made my book $1, like the ebook $1, and a bunch of Australian people were like, hey, just so you know, it hasn't gone through. I'm like, no, it has. Like, I put it in and it went down to $1 or 99 cents or something. And they were like, no, it's like $5. I'm like, $5? It's not even $5 regularly. It's usually $2.99. Like, why is it $5?
Well, if you lower the price and then say adjust it for everyone else, it'll adjust it to their exchange rate. So 99 cents in the US is probably $5 in Australia. That's what I'm saying. Oh. That's why it's showing up as $5 there. Is because they adjust it for the exchange rate. Does that make sense? So
yes, it does. But I'm like, that is a horrible change on it, like going that direction. But
so if it's 99 cents in the US, the Australian dollar is worth more than the US dollar.
That's why I'm like, why would it be $5? Like, why would it be more?
Everything is more expensive, or maybe it's the US dollar is worth more. I don't know. Everything's more expensive in Australia. So my ebooks are like $10 in Australia. Mm-hmm. Because of the exchange rate. Mm-hmm. So if you make yours 99 cents, oh yeah, I just checked it. My ebook is $9.99 in Australia. So
that's so wild.
So if you adjust the exchange rate to 99 cents in the US and then you say just adjust it to everyone else, it's only going to lower it to what the exchange rate equivalent is there. So your 99 cents is probably $5 over there. You would have, if you wanted it to be 99 cents in Australia, you would have to manually change it to 99 cents in Australian dollars.
Okay. Because I was like, I'm sorry, and the people didn't care. Like once they were like, hey, and I was like, no, I don't know what to do. Like, I guess Amazon said no, but turns out I was being dumb. But like Amazon said yes, but it was the exchange rate. They were like, well, it's still on the cheaper end anyway, so I'm just gonna get it. So I was like, that's nice. But
Okay, I'm just double checking. So the $1 Australian is 71 US cents.
Granted, and this was a couple years ago, so I'm sure it was different
Right.
then too. So
like, for
yeah.
example, so I just put in my ebook is $6.99 in the US, which means it's $10 in Australia.
Okay.
For the exchange rate. So if yours was 99 cents, okay, well now it's saying it would be $2 in Australia, but still, I get what you mean. That
I also just like said 5, but I just it was more, and it was a couple years ago.
It's also really expensive in Canada. So I saw it.
It is.
Like the hardback is like $72.99 in Australia, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's for what it's worth. That's not what I priced it at. So that's something Amazon is too.
And you even like did some reformatting stuff so that it would be
more affordable.
Yes. So that's a shame.
Amazon's
that's okay.
Being a bitch. Buy
but
it.
It's worth it for the beautiful, beautiful hardback. In my
$72. You can buy it at other retailers and it'll have the more appropriate price. It actually makes me wonder how much it's still expensive in Australia, but not $72.
Yeah.
This is the price. This is the price that I listed it at. Let me, if I can get it. I'm going to sneeze. Come on. The Savior's Army Jacketed Case Laminate. Australia, $43. So they doubled it on Amazon.
Okay.
To be clear, if it's $43, I still only get $4 per book. So
that's ridiculous. So it's like it's not even it's tricking everyone.
Yeah.
Not tricking, but like taking advantage of everyone. But for the beautiful hardback, I was thinking about, by side note, of having all 3 hardbacks and getting them, like sending them away to have like the edges done and stuff. But I was thinking about doing it just so I can be like, I have special editions of like my own special editions of the Savior series.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. Getting back on course here. We've got another live stream tomorrow, so be sure to show up for that. It's going to be super fun. Butters, are you going to be there?
Butters is, of course, going to be there.
Yeah, she's like, yes, I'm going to be
Star
there.
of the show.
I also have a video going live on Wednesday that is hosted by who? This girl. Yeah, you're the hostess with the mostest. Thank you. Yes. So definitely show up tomorrow for Butters and for us, and show up Wednesday for Butters, and it's going to be so much fun. Everyone, go buy The Savior's Army. It's available for pre-order in some places, and it's already out in other places. And we will see you next time, right?
See you next time. Tomorrow.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Bye.